can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, it's the world honestly burning. That's all I'm learning, hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in, we got some work, man. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass half wish. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'm a beast of the net. They can never be me, nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry. I was trying to put lotion on and it blew up everywhere. So, of course it did. Oh my. I am just going to grab something here to, there we go. Wipe this off. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad to see everyone. Let me look. I'm not even in chat. Oh my goodness. My mic on. Yes. How's everybody doing? Hi, everybody. Good morning. So happy to be back. Oh, God, so much has happened. It's crazy. Okay, let me see what's going on. We have East Texas. Hi, Nadie, darling. Oh, my God. I can't wait to talk to you. You've been so busy, I know. Hi, East Texas chick. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, thank you, darling. So good to see you. Hippie chick. Hi, darling. Oh, I'm gonna say hi, darling, for everybody. I feel like. Oh my goodness. Hey, sexy Walton Claus. I missed all of you so much. It's been just a couple of since the first week of December, it's been crazy. I didn't expect for my life to implode the way that it did. I mean, I had an idea, like a knowing of it, but I just didn't know what capacity. I figured, we would all be starting off the year in some kind of type of way, but, get better as the year went on. For me, it was just a series of unfortunate events that were out of my control. But that's always usually how it is, isn't it, folks? I've been, just a little background, and I know I don't owe it to anybody, but, I like to share. So, because you all share with me. So it's only fair, I feel like. So I've been kind of going through the last 6 months of trying to get my life together, in a sense, like psychologically, physically, emotionally, all the things that we do to better ourselves, as I always tell all of you to do. So, so not being a hypocrite, I went ahead and started my journey, and then it turned out that I had to go through a lot more than I expected. However, with that being said, I'm here now and I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Still going through some anxiety and, still seeing a therapist and all the good things that we do to better ourselves. And of course, this brings me joy to come and do this for all of you. So this fills my soul and my heart and my soul's purpose and makes my heart happy. So I've been craving to get back and do this with all of you. So that's one piece of housekeeping. The second thing is I hit 500 subscribers. So thank you all of you for being here and part of the Fox fam. Oh my gosh. Now I just got to get my watch hours back up. But we can do that. Anyway, so I went ahead and pulled the, and I hope you're all doing well. I know there's a lot of things going on. A lot of people are going through some stuff, and I'm not the only one, obviously. So just a little bit of info so you're not alone. That's what's happening. So yeah. Thank you, Sexy Well-Clad. I know. Whoop, whoop, says Nadie. I know. I have not been on here for so long. I forgot even to post, I forget everything. So just bear with me, guys, as I get back into the swing of things. Okay. I might not be as connected. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I want to throw it out there to everyone's energy as I normally am, because I am, transitioning into coming off of a certain type of medication that was very hard on my system. I was on it for 14 years. That took a month out of my life. And then now I'm on an up dose of a specific medication I take gabapentin for my nerve damage and things like that. So that's been up. So I'm a little bit hazy and a little bit, so I just, if I act a fool as per normal, let's just pretend it's that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull our angel cards out. And just a shout out to all my mods. I don't thank you enough all of the year that you've helped me. Without you, I would not be able to do this. All of my members, thank you, or subscribers, I should say. Thank you for soon to be members, I hope, for being here with me and always showing up to help support the channel and or participate. So I love you for all of that. And I've got hair in these cards. I don't know what that means. But yeah. I just want to see. Yes, thank you. Oh, thanks, darling. Listen, I need all the prayers. I'm sending all my prayers. It's prayers help everyone. So I'm not the only one. So send love up, right? And it'll come down upon all of us. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and find our angel. Please, please let us be a good number. Like I just want a wonderful, wonderful number. Please, energy. I work at the goosey. So I guess it's not. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. All right. So my number came up, guys. 777. Okay. So God and your angels are supporting you. They are watching over you and protecting you. Oh, this is a sign to increase your knowledge and seek out higher learning. Look at that. So maybe we should all pick up something new, whether that's in the paranormal realm or if it is just an everyday life. Okay. So I shouldn't put that back away. I need to put this up here. See, I'm so out of out of the loop. Okay, so, and just wanted, I don't know if you guys saw my little video, but I have these new cards. So I know all of you sometimes come in as of late, well, not as of late, but like a lot late last year. And we're, asking like ton questions, like how far off, how, when, do you expect this to happen and whatnot. And, I just kind of would spout out a few things that would come to my mindset or a feeling or whatever. But these are kind of fun because then I can actually shuffle through my energy through these and hopefully we'll have some some true answers. Now, I don't know how good they are, but they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. Like, look how gorgeous these are. And they're nice, good stock. And they're normal, like they're normal size tarot cards. And you too can get these for the price of $21 Canadian on Temu. Yes, it was a Temu Christmas. I was not kidding about that. But you know, for like $50, $60 for myself for Christmas, I thought, hey, why not? So that was part of my Christmas gift to myself. Well, Baby Fox helped, but yeah. Hi, hippie chick. Hi, darling. How are you? I don't know if I said hi to you or not. It's so good to have you here. I know, aren't they beautiful? They're just gorgeous cards. I don't even know if I got my lipstick on right, you guys. Like, oh, and I try, but FYI, don't buy any mascara off of Temu. It's horrible. It is horrible. I don't know. It's the 8D lash one, and it's supposed to be 24 hours lasting. That shit smudged right off as soon as I put it on. So look at my eyes. They're math, guys. Look, so I apologize for all of this. Oh, yeah, and this. So this is new. So when I started my new job last year, January, well, I listened to my new job. I tried to transition into a new job, but it just didn't work out because I didn't realize I had ADHD. Well, I knew I had ADHD, but I wasn't properly diagnosed. And that kind of did not help. But anyway, we won't go there. But yeah, so and then when I went back to my old position, thankfully it was still available for me. I was doing a lot of like paper flipping and, you know, so a lot of movement in through here over the last year. And then the tarot cards. So my doctor suggested I wear this brace, and it's really inconvenient. So if cards go flying, guys, you're going to have a lot more fox moon than normal. Just saying. Oh, so anyway, before I start the general read, I want to just check in with chat and see how all of you are doing. So yeah, if you want to throw something in the chat, any updates on your guys' lives, if you want anything specifically looked at, you know, throw it in there. If you want a reading today, put a 1 in the chat. You know the rules, guys. And we have so many new subs. I hope that, you know, at some point over the next month or so, we'll get those in here as well, and we could do some new readings. And one other housekeeping item is I'm considering doing some monetization for my channel when it comes available. So like, you know, memberships and creating a Patreon and things like that. And so I'll be working with that with B Crumbs and hopefully Ellie to help me and Nay to help me figure out what that looks like. Because you know me, guys, I have a hard time. It is donation based, and so I don't really energetically spiritually feel good about charging like $10 for a micro reading or something like that. But it's like, it, you know, if I'm going to be putting in, you know, 12 hours, you know, every week, well, not every week, but, you know, 6 hours every week, or 4 hours here, 4 hours there, sometimes 14, 15 hours a month, or more, you know, it's like taking time away from a part-time job, but at the same time, I love doing this. So you see so if anybody wants to shoot me any ideas in Discord, please let me know, because your opinion matters, and you know, if you think it's awful and you don't want me to do that because it's not right, and, you know, I'm going back on my original words of I don't want to charge for anything and not feeling the way that I do, then, you know, let me know too, because it's really important to me that you guys are happy and you feel good about things and I feel good about things, and as a collective, we can figure out how to do this, okay? So, all right, so let's get going here. Let's just see what everybody's saying. Okay, East Texas chick, I got you. Okay, we got a beautiful East Texas chick as number 1 in the chat. And we got Nadine, my girl. Oh, I've been picking up on you lately. I'm just gonna say. Let's see. Okay, so we got 2 on the jump. Okay, so that's good. You didn't break the stream, did you? Did I buffer? I don't think I buffered. No, there's 5 in the chat. Hey, cutie pie. I don't know what that means, you broke the stream, but okay. Let me see. Oh, and Claus, I saw you yesterday. It was so nice to see you. I'd missed you so much. I'm so proud of you. Oh, January 4th. Oh, that's right. 4 months sober and clean. Yay! I love that we're all on our journeys together. This TARopy is awesome. Okay. I forget who coined that clause. Nadie, you have to tell me because I forget. I think it might have been Rena. Anyway, I hope Rena shows up. I miss her too. Anyway, so okay. Oh, hey, little belly brown. Good morning. Good morning, baby fox. He's joined from his bedroom. How cute. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I still have all this congestion. Still, you guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to get my doctor to look at that next because this has been, I've had this since I had COVID. And that was months and like March. I had COVID in April. So May, June, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. That's friggin' 10 months. Smoking doesn't help, mind you, but still. Okay, so I'm gonna just move along with the, I'm gonna actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna do these ones for our general read this morning. I'm really kind of drawn. I haven't used these in a while, but I know Nadine loves these cards too. Maybe I shouldn't do them with these because I know Nadine's. Okay, we'll do the we'll do the tin foil, the gold foil. I would say tin foil. I don't know why, but they're the gold foil tarot, which are gorgeous. And there's the betrayal card right in the middle of the deck, guys. A lot of that going on. Anywho, we're not going to speak on that here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull them. And the last piece of housekeeping before I get into this, I know you do, is Allie. So we've been in contact since we first started to talk about this collaboration, and because of my, the things that have been sort of that have been in my life and going on, like physically and emotionally and mentally, we just kept pushing the envelope on it, and now, we both talked about it. I'm in a good space, so we're going to do that tomorrow, and I'm so excited, you guys. It's going to be great. So yeah, and anything that you want us to, you kind of like, I don't know, I have to talk to her about it, but like I'm pretty sure she'll won't care if anybody has any suggestions that maybe you could throw to us or to Allie in the email or in Discord. And then, but it's so interesting to me because I've done off camera. It's not that I don't agree with it. It's just that I don't agree with it putting out publicly, like on the YouTube platform for the victim and to protect the victim and the victim's families. But I have done it off camera and the results were pretty interesting. I'm not going to come forward and say what those are because, that's just something maybe for a membership paywall, because I don't want to have that out into the public, right? Just kind of like we could talk about it and pull cards together even or whatever. But so I think my focus, if I ever do it, it's probably going to be on the accuser, like the alleged accused. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a great conversation. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks to Allie. So shout out to Allie. But if somebody want to throw her in the text, that'd be great. Nay, or whoever is also, I forget who's even modding for me. I know you, Nay. I know Becoms. I think you might be the only mod here, Nay. Oh, I know, sweet baby Quentin. I know. Oh my gosh. See, in that case, like I have no qualms about pulling cards for Leilani, like none at all. I'm a very unbiased person. Always have been when it comes to true crime. I've got caught up in situations where I've let my mind go, where someone else's narrative has been, and I can admit to that, and I still do, but I'm able to pull myself back and say, look, like I'm going to listen to this, I'm going to go in with an unbiased approach, like take Brian Kohlberger, for example. I'm trying to like be objective because there's a lot of information that still has to come out. There's a lot of information circulating gossip wise, so it's that situation where you have to be really careful where you tread. So that's going to be a really interesting conversation for us to have with Allie. I'm super excited. Yes. Okay. So I had to go on auction permanently because of stupid COVID. Oh my God, Cutie Pie, are you serious? I am so sorry. I am so sorry. You mean permanently, like forever, or just like until you get better? Oh my goodness. Man, I'm telling you, Quentin ripped my heart apart. That little boy still haunts me. Like, that, Summer Wells. Oh gosh, there's so many. Like, there's so many. Baby Fox just told me about a case that I think it happened in 2018 or maybe before that. He's not certain. He's going to get the information for me. But it's about a foster parent, again, another foster family, who it was, I think, a same-sex female marriage, and they adopted like 8 children or something like that, or maybe 10 children. I forget. It was a lot. It was more. It was either 8 or more. And I know you guys might know who it is, but she, the abuse was horrible to these children, and then she ended up taking them, putting them all in the car, and she drove everyone off of a bridge. So, I mean, murder suicide, right? It's like he said, Mom, he's like, why is this world so evil? I'm like, honey, for every bad person, there's also a good. So keep that in mind. Stay positive, because you know what? It's not always going to be this way. And, by God's grace, we'll be able to turn it around. But yeah. Oh, hey, Burp. My tongue twister. Who did that? Baby. Burp. I don't even care. Sorry. Baby. Oh God. Oh, cutie pie forever. Oh, honey, do you have to wear one of those like things that go on your back like a strap, and it's connected by a tube or whatever? Oh gosh, honey, I'm so sorry. I'll be praying for you, sweetheart. You'll always have you in my prayers. Oh, you're in mod too, hippie check. Okay, yeah. I forgot. See how long it's been, you guys? I can't see who's on the mod on the StreamYard side, but anyway. Oh my goodness. Just a general for you, East Texas. Okay. I don't know what's going on with Barbie Bread, but let's keep an eye on her or him, because I don't recognize you, but welcome in anyway. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull and shuffle the cards. My spidey senses popped up, just saying. Not to be rude. I don't know, but they just did. Again, like, could be that I'm just acting crazy, but all right, here we go. So this is the general for the collective, starting off the year 2024. I can't believe we're almost like to the end of January, and this is the first reading I've done for the new year. I haven't even sat down and done all of the predictions. Did you guys hear that Trump took, what was it? Was it Iowa? Very interesting stuff. Oh, honey, listen, I'm stuck in this box for a little bit longer. Don't you worry, AG. I'm just, listen. Same. I've only had 1 cup of coffee too. I'm a little wee cranky, but not with you all. Trust me. Just, I don't know, cutie pie. Why don't you just get rid of top chat? It's so stupid. You can't like keep up with it, and then you're like commenting. You're like, why didn't they say hi to me? All chat. It's like, oh, there it is, or or what were they talking about? Oh, there it is. Oh gosh, yeah. Or did I say hi to that person? And then you go off. It's like your top chat. Oh, I hate it too. All right, let's start pulling cards, guys. Oh, stop. Oh god. All right, here we go. First floor pull of the year, and I'm not gonna, I'm not going to expose the dairy or just right yet. Like May said, I only have 1 cup of coffee. in here. Well, that's a lie. I've had 2 cups. which is 1 cup for me. For 1 cup for Mo. For me is 2 cups. Okay. All right. I think I got them all. I just want to make sure I didn't lose any here. None of them fell behind anything else. Like one time I did a reading for myself and I dropped the cards and then all of a sudden I found more and I was like, damn it. Okay. I think that's it. All right. Let me crawl back into my seat. My fat butt. Put so much weight on, you guys. I can't even fit back here anymore. Okay, here we go. That was a struggle just to do that. All right, so these are like my, I don't even know what these goggles are. These are my granny goggles for sure. Okay, I can see like close up, but I can't see far. So I'm like, I hate getting all, guys. All right. Actually, you know what? This is here for a reason. So let's use it, shall we? Put these on. Oh. And then I'll be able to see. Here we go. Okay. And then I can just let them fall when I'm reading the chat. Look at that. Now I look real cool, don't I? Okay. All right. Back to, okay. So we've got, let's see. Now I'm interested to see if these are like 9 cards. If not, we'll do them all clearly. Okay. Ooh. I like this, you guys. All right. So we got the Hermit card in the reverse. We got the World card in the upright. And we got the Intuitive High Priestess card in the upright for past energy. So a lot of us are coming out of hermit mode, ending cycles, using our intuition to start new ones. I love this. This is exactly how I've been feeling anyway. So yeah, past, 2, 3 couple of weeks we're saying, but also going into the new year and overall for the year as well. So I like that energy. All right, so then we have the current energy. We have the 3 of Cups, which is in the reverse, which talks about, plans not coming through as we had liked, things being postponed, maybe you have travel plans or you get together with a reunion, this nostalgia kind of broke, and you're like, I really don't have time for that right now. Maybe there was something you planned, a celebration of some kind that didn't go through. So maybe some of us are going to see that as well. You have the Hierophant here sitting in the center of the deck, which is Taurus energy. High Priestess, it's my Gemini card, but it's not really assigned to anything, but I do use it as Gemini energy. But anyways, we have Taurus the center, which is interesting because that means we're all damn a little bit stubborn, which makes sense to me. But yeah, it just talks about seeking spiritual advice, changing our belief systems. Maybe we are also getting more traditional as well. So it could be either making a change in our traditional beliefs or going back to traditional beliefs, depending on where you are and how you think of things, okay? There are 2 keys. Let me try that again. There are 2 keys here at the bottom, sitting below at the feet of the Hierophant. And he's got the staff in his hand and the 2 cards pointing up. As you can see, it's also about balance. So balancing the keys of heaven and hell, the light and the dark, the duality of life of the 3D world, figuring out what is it's going to help stabilize our emotions and our feelings and our beliefs and what that looks like going into the new year. We might drop things that don't serve us in a sense that they don't make sense anymore, Like for me, it doesn't make sense. Like I'd like to go back to church only because I like the community the church brings. Brings the community of your neighbors together. You get to meet people. It's a really great social environment. But for those that don't look at it that way, it can be a severe, that comment in itself could be severely inappropriate, right? So what I'm saying is the way we look at things, how we value things, why we use them, that sense, right? So then we're going into the 3rd card, which is the 7 of Cups in reverse. So for some of us, our options are going to get limited as the year goes by. We might decide that we have too many options, too many distractions. It's too hard to figure out. Like we just want 2 or 3 and that's it. So we'll kind of cut away the fat from the bacon and, just eat the good bits. so, so that's what's happening in life right now. Okay. Let's go into, the future energy is the 7 of Swords in reverse. Ooh, I like this. So deceptions are being, again, with the 2024 year, I said this in December. This is the truth year. This is the year of truth. This is the year of truth seekers. This is the year of airing out dirty laundry, making amends, making things clear, clarity on things and issues, politics, religion, all the way up to, people who you thought in Hollywood were like good peeps are not, and so forth and so on. But it also means on our level, it's like friends falling away, people that are in our life that were like, oh shit, like, I didn't see that coming. Like, no, bye-bye. So I like that it's in the reverse because it does remind us that there's always an element of deception with everyone, and it's good to keep our eyes open, but not be paranoid, right? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Now, oh, it is exactly 9 cards. Look at that. So then we have the Knight of Pentacles right below the Hierophant, which is right in underneath the World card in the center energy of this reading, and it is the Knight of Pentacles, which talks about money and value and wealth and what that looks for you, whether that's monetarily, whether that's, if having a garden is your wealth, if your family is your wealth. I mean, what is that? What makes us wealthy, right? What makes us pause and think about what it is that we're holding in our hand, right? What it is that we're going to contribute to and help grow. And if that's our job, if that's our home life, if that's our bank account, whatever that looks like for you, but it plants us in the physical realm. So that's what that card means. And then we have the Lovers, Gemini. Look at that. Came in anyway. The bottom of the deck. Last card of the reading. Right below the High Priestess, the 7 of Cups in reverse. So a lot of us, again, using our intuition to weed through the options to find what makes sense for us, then coming together with soulmate, soul purpose, people that make sense, right? Having partnerships with people that just work. There's a duality there of a light and a dark, of a positive, of a negative, of a up and a down, right? We have like sometimes like attracts the opposite, positive, negative, ions. Okay, and that's sort of like what this is getting at. So I really like this reading for you guys and for myself. I'm going to go ahead and do a diagonal read as well, just to kind of clarify more of the cards. Before I do that, I'll look into, hey, Yvonne Justice. Hi, Hippie Angel. PewDiePie says, bacon. I know. I'm hungry. I'm trying to get back to my friggin' routine of like not eating till 3. And it's so hard when all I've done is eat over the holidays. Oh, girl, don't worry, Yvonne. I can't type today either. Okay. Hi, St. James. Okay. So, all right. So yeah. So the Hermit in reverse just talks about coming out of isolation, coming back into the world, coming back into a sense of like authenticity, figuring out what makes sense for ourselves, going into that Gemini energy of being more communicative, being more aligned with our intellectual mindset, and looking at things from a perspective of being unbiased, being objective, taking that puzzle apart, putting it back together and making it make sense. And if we can't do that, I feel like 2024 is going to be challenging for a lot of us. If we're completely zoned in on just being like one dimensional thinkers, then this year is going to be very challenging. So I think by allowing our mind to become more developed in the sense of like how we think of things, how we pursue them, how we look at them, how we judge, right? Like all of us judge. That's just that's reality, right? Whether we judge a lot or a little, we still judge. We try not to. We try to do the best we can not to be judgmental, but we do judge ourselves, our neighbors, our friends, our family, whatever. So I feel like that's kind of what this year is looking like, right? Okay. And also, this isn't in here, but it's kind of, I don't see this year a year about being like, let bygones be bygones, forgive and forget year. This is a year of like, I mean, being transparent, but if there's a part of ourself that isn't, how do I put this? It's going to hurt another person. I think we're going to be more um, prone to being empathetic towards that person, like putting ourselves in that in that shoe and realizing, like, hey, like this is how they stand. This is really difficult being standing this way, or how to walk in these shoes, and how do I run in these shoes, and how, instead of just like passing the buck. And then also too, like if we place ourselves in those shoes and realize like that's not something we would do in those shoes, then it's like we do not wear those shoes anymore. We're gonna get rid of those shoes. So that's 2024. Throwing out the shoes, guys. All the shoes. Okay. Then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. And that talks about burden. So a lot of us are carrying a lot of burden in our life. Okay. Myself included. For other people that we don't necessarily need to. Okay. And it's time to lay those burdens down. So that's the overall energy of this reading, laying the burdens down, seeing through the fog, making sure we have clear, intelligent, intellectual ways that make sense to us on how we perceive and deal with the year ahead. Okay. Also with ourselves. Also, kind of re-upping, reevaluating all the things that you do in your life to every year, get into a playing field of like, is this good for me? How do I benefit from this? How do I benefit the people around me? Right. And, so this card's interesting because something kind of occurred to me in my life. And I was like, oh my gosh, how is this person going to handle this? I'm so worried to tell them. I don't know how they're going to deal. I can't believe this happened. I'm so protective. I'm very protective of my friends and family. I'm like, oh my God. And then when I finally told a person, like, it wasn't anything I did, but of what this other party has done, they handled it so well and so emotionally intelligent that I was like, what was I even crying about? What was I even worried about? Why was I holding this on my back for like so long? I should have just said it when it happened. It's that energy in the new year, in this year, 2024, that we're just going to say it how it is. Let the cards fall as they may. That's how this works. So this year is about letting things go, putting our burdens down, only carrying what we can carry. Okay. If we can't carry that for ourselves, how are we supposed to carry it for someone else? Right. If we have too much to carry on our own, unless we can lay some of our own stuff down, we can't carry anybody else's burden. And so, okay, I just want to make sure and then we have the Emperor underneath that to clarify, the Queen of Swords in reverse, which talks about forgiveness, and then the Devil in reverse. So again, a lot of us coming into that Capricorn energy, away from things that don't serve us, letting go of chains that hold us back, addictions, still working through those, letting go of things that don't help our bodies, our mind, our spirit, our soul, letting them go. Okay, Queen of Swords is about forgiveness, but not forgetting. Again, with that idea of forgive and forget philosophy, it's kind of out the window this show. This is more about being in our element, cutting that away, like this is more King of Swords energy when it's in the reverse, and which means what's done is done. Let's move on, right? And then the Emperor, Aries energy, okay, that my way or the highway. So be careful of our ego when we're doing this, because that can come in to bite us in the ass. So if we're going to be doing these things that are beneficial to ourselves and to others and to the collective, whoever we're dealing with in life, do it with some empathy, do it with our heart chakra and our mind in balance. If we're going to say something, make sure it's said with as much love. Even if it's like, I can't believe you did this to me, bitch. Say it in like, okay, I love you, but like, I can't with this anymore. Bye. Right? Like, this is unacceptable. This is unrepairable. Unfortunately, I have to move on with my life. There's no coming back from this. There's a way to take care of things in a warming way. And now I'm also trying really, really hard to get to that place with certain people in my circles. Okay. That's the general read for the year. If it resonates with anybody in the chat, please let me know. If not, over the next few months, please let me know if this is something that you find you're working through or working on in life. Because we can all be better people. That's our mission, right? Be good humans. And it's challenging when you're in the human species form. Very challenging. Thank you. I love you, but I'm going to whoop your ass. It's a whooping with love. Just kidding. My trouble. At my trouble. Oh, did somebody else come into the chat? I'm sorry. Let me just scroll back and check what's going on in here. Okay. Team Barefoot. Oh. Hey, my YouTube. Oh, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Forgive me, I don't remember you, but if you are new to chat, thank you for joining. If you've subbed, thank you for becoming welcome to the family, first of all, and thanks for being a subscriber. Okay, so can somebody throw Nadine's link in the chat for her music melts? They're amazing. And I feel like so anybody new coming in can go check her channel out or her webpage out and order those melts. I hear they're amazing. I can smell them all the way from Canada. I'm just kidding. Okay. Can we see if my son stays close to me? Oh, well, hopefully they do, my dear. We always want our kids near us, don't we? Nadine, is that what I said? Like, I'm trying not to. My mouth is full of marbles. I'm just still getting used to this medication. So sorry if I said Nadine. That was not my intention. All right. So we have East Texas chick, and then we have Nadine. And East Texas chick wants to also know if her son's going to stay close to her. Okay, on his way out into the real world, I'm taking it. Why these are upside down there. All right. So we're going to start with East Texas chick, my lovely, beautiful. Excuse me. Hi, Tam. Oh, my YouTube, yeah. Hi, Tam, darling. How are you? I missed you so much. I hope you're well, considering all of the things in the world right now. And you're safe. Oh, so he moved out in 2019 and then realized life was too hard and then moved back home or something, and then he's moving out again. Is that what you mean to say? Yeah. Okay. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad you stopped by. Or do you mean that he's passed on? And you're wondering if you let him go, will he be by your side? Well, the answer, if he's passed on, the answer is yes, without even having to tap into it. Our loved ones are always around us. I really, truly believe that. I think that they help guide us in mysterious ways. I know my way of looking at things is kind of messed up, but it brings comfort to me. And, that's to say that, I think that until we all get to the heavenly gates and we all meet each other again in heaven, I think that we have to live out all the alternate timelines that there possibly are, right? Which are kind of infinite, but I think they are finite. Okay. And once that happens, it's kind of like, then we all get to kind of, rejoice together. But So when I think of like my loved ones that have passed on, I always think of them being on an alternate timeline. And on that timeline, um, they're alive and well and they're doing all the things. So that brings me comfort. It kind of makes me feel like they're not almost all the way gone, right? Because I mean, I might not have the ability to recognize or be a part of, that piece of my soul again for maybe another 100 years, maybe next life, who knows? But I do think that once we learn our lessons and we pass all the karma tests and we do all the timelines, then we can all be together again. But that's just me. So I feel like there's an energy that we can tap into for every timeline and feel their presence. And sometimes they just decide, hey, you know what? I want to stay here before I move on spiritually to another timeline. I want to kind of linger. I want to do my thing. I want to help, tie up loose ends or all the things, as they say, you know, people do when they stay behind before they move on, or if they're in the ether on before they get to the other side, or they're in the in between, right? So it's hard to tell. I don't know personally how it works, obviously. I don't think any of us do, but that's kind of the theory I have, and it's one of many. But yeah. Oh, you got a rain cover for your a rain cover for your wheelchair. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you, Vaughn. I'm so sorry, East Texas. Oh, you know what, Temp? I do have Steam and I do have a Twitch account. So I have to wait until I figure out this platform going forward with memberships and stuff before I start streaming to Twitch, because then I just don't want to. Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm thinking about, definitely multi-platforming, but I have to see what that looks like. But I have considered it. I'm still kind of wondering how that's going to work. So when I do figure it out, Temp, maybe I can reach out to you and you can help me with that. Yeah, that's really good news. Okay, so yes, if he's passed over to the next stage of his troubles, he's at he's there. Let's just say that. And he's going to stay there for as long as you need him. Okay. Oh, I just got goosies. So there's some competition you're coming out of East Texas. I'm just going to call you Texas here for now. So there's the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups in reverse. So when I see those two together, it talks about like trying to compromise a way to see past something blurred line or something I'm hearing. But there's also some competition going on, an argument, some type of dispute that's happened recently, okay, which has created some tension. And I feel like you're not seeing what the universe is offering to you because you're so upset by it, if that makes sense. And you're trying to move forward, okay, with a new direction, creating new goals, having a breakthrough about something as well with the 4 of Cups in reverse. So it's all about competition, having a breakthrough from that conflict, if that makes sense. Then we have the Justice card here. And that's Libra energy, okay? And that talks about like having a good attitude about it, because, obviously you always do anyway, I feel like. But, this is about integrity. So this is about you restoring your integrity. So somebody came at you sideways, and right now you're trying to be brought back into the light. And trust me, this year is all about truth and the laundry. And the laundry's being washed, girl. And guess what? All the dirty laundry gets clean. And guess what? All the truth comes out in the end. So that being said, if you're worried about the situation unfolding in the right direction for you, it will. Okay. So, okay, current energy, you're still dealing with loss and the grief, obviously, here with the 5 of Cups, okay? 3 of Swords in reverse. You're optimistic personally. You try to be forgiving, and it's all about releasing pain. So I think you're still in the process of releasing pain, okay, with that grief. But there's also some disappointment there you're also working through with regards to a relationship, okay, that's currently in your life. And this is about you accepting things for what they are. And you're just trying to work through that, I feel like. Then you have the Moon card right beside that, which is, the it's almost like it's like you're going to see things clearly. It brings clarity to the situation, right? So whether there's deception or some type of delusion going on, like you're under the water, you're trying to see past the water above you, but it's sort of hazy until you lift your head up out of the water, then you can see everything. That's kind of like the picture I'm getting for you, okay? And I think the Moon is Pisces energy, if I'm correct in saying so. I did a little thing for myself so that I could bring it up, and then I would not be getting the wrong ones, because before I have. So yeah, so okay, let's see. We got yeah, Pisces. Yeah, I was right. Why do I doubt myself? I don't even know, guys. All right, so that's what's going on there, okay? Then you have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which came out in the general reading, I must add. And again, this is about, working through your emotions, cutting the sarcasm, right? Becoming more sort of less critical with ourselves, and less sort of like, I will cut a bitch into more of a like, not necessarily a complete forgiveness, but you're working towards it. Does that make sense? And, be careful in this time, East Texas chick, because when this card comes up, in this reading, this could also mean, because it's right below the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, which I might say 5-5. That, you could be easily influenced because of the fact that you're in a bit of a despair and you're grieving and, having disappointments. And again, trying to competitively figure out, this dispute. And then also trying to like, not one up the opposition, but like trying to like get ahead of it. Does that make sense? But just be careful, because you don't want to be taken advantage of, is my point. Wow. So the Magician just came up for you, sweetheart, which means, obviously some good things are coming in. You're manifesting the wonderful. This is about throat chakra, Virgo energy. Okay, it's here on the card. But it's not a Virgo energy all over, because this doesn't, represent the Virgo, but it has that energy in the reading. So it's kind of like your desires, your wants, your needs. I feel like you're going to manifest those in for yourself in the new year. I think you've been working towards them. I think you're trying to make some stuff happen. And I feel like you're also going to really conquer the art of communication. Okay, I really feel that that's something that's going to be on your to-do list for 2024. As am I. I'm going to try to conquer my mouth of marbles. Okay, so you're not alone. But yeah, this is about manifesting things into your life. Good people. Really putting your prayers up to source and saying, look, like I'm tired about, like, I just need what I need and nothing more, right? Just please give me what I can handle, what I can carry, so I can work through all the other things. Okay. And also, like, it wouldn't help if I had a couple of extra bucks in the bank account. It wouldn't help if I had a couple of extra good friends. It wouldn't help if I had that sort of. So, all right. What's the last card in this reading, please, for East Texas chick? Reason. Okay. So interesting. This is about union. Okay. Your relationship, entanglements, shared understanding. This is okay. The Two of Cups came up, and that is also my soul connection card. It's almost like kindred spirit, partnership, union. Doesn't necessarily, this is not a relationship read, so I don't feel that for you, but it does talk about be connected. And I was thinking, I wouldn't say thinking, I would say I was being screamed at to say, I'm here. I'm here, Mom. And then of course the soul united card came up. So he's with you. Okay. Cancer energy here. Okay. Then we have the Ace of Cups, which is abundance of emotion. Look at the abundance coming in for you with that connection. So I'm really excited about this for you. This is somebody and someone who has so much compassion that might be working towards you. Okay. Or this might be you becoming that person that you already are, but just overflowing with us. Okay. Fulfillment and joy and, having a new love, right? That song by Eric Clapton, Old Love? It's one of my ultimate favorites because it resonates with me for a certain relationship. Anyway, I hearing that in the back of my mind because it's almost like old love, like, why are you coming back around? Like, no, like, I want a new love. I'm looking forward, having those feelings of this, right? Having those feelings of like, I like this new thing. This is a wonderful new energy. I like how this feels. I haven't felt this before, right? And I think that that's coming in for you at the end of the day. And again, it's not a relationship read, but man, it feels like it with these two cards. But I also feel this is also could be, like you say, if your son has passed on about that connection. We have the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Eight of Cups in reverse. So a lot of indecision going on in your life right now. That's the overall energy here. Okay. And it's about some nice clarifiers here. All right. So as you are always, working hard, I feel like you're also with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse sort of being misdirected. And I think you're trying to straighten that out going into the new year. I also see the Wheel of Fortune, really feeling like you're not very lucky at the moment. Okay. Feeling like you have loss of control over things. It's okay to lose control. Let the wheel go. The universe has you. Okay. That's what this says. This is about welcoming change. You have to welcome it. You can't have unwelcome change. Otherwise, you can't grow in a positive way from it, right? So this is unwelcome change that's coming to your life that you feel like, I don't want this. I'm not dealing with this. This is loss. I can't control the situation. Okay. This is your misfortune. Unfortunately, that's what, okay. Unfortunately, misfortune, right? But anyway, this is like what it is. So you have to sort of look at it from the perspective of if you want to positively move forward, you have to let go of the things that you can control, right? And then you have the Knight of Wands for the clarifier. So again, this could be talking about broken promises, someone being disrespectful, something, you may be even being impulsive yourself with like bad temper, because Lord knows I got one too from time to time. You can even ask Baby Fox. But this can also kind of weevil its way into business as well. So if you're not careful. So it's just like a reminder to sort of like, with that Aries energy from the overall reading, the collective general is that, we have to be careful we don't get in our ego a little bit. So just be mindful of that. But that's to clarify this card. And this is the Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, the Eight of Cups, when it's in the upright, talks about moving away, letting go, walking towards something, away from something. And it's generally about our feelings, our emotions, our despair, that grief, right? That sorrow, or moving from it. You're not ready to yet. And that's okay. But if you're not ready to do that, if you want to stay in this energy that makes you feel love and happy and content, that's perfectly fine. There's no timeline on when it's time to let go and move on. Like, nobody's saying do it now, do it now or else, like, no. But what the universe is reminding you is that you have to take baby steps, and to do that, it's kind of like, like when you stay in a bad situation, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The more negative you are, the more negative things happen. Like, that's, this has been part of my Christmas holiday, but I was able to turn it around because I remembered, like, hey, like, I can't stay in this energy because it's only going to bring me more negative things. Like, I want to attract positive. I lost my way. And I feel like that's what I'm feeling for you too, East Texas chick. Like, you just sort of lost your way a little bit and just a bit stagnant. Like, you're just sort of stuck, and that's okay too. But I feel like you're going to move away from this energy with this beautiful manifestation of being, less emotionally sarcastic and dealing with your shit, right? I'm just going to say it because you guys just fucking say it like it is. And that's what I'm hearing. So again, a shared understanding, a compassion, being creativity coming in for you. You're going to be having an emotional awakening. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. So with the Ace of Cups, beside the Two of Cups and the manifestation card, this is an emotional awakening, not an intellectual one, because you have intellect beyond your years. Okay. So I feel like you can say shit and people are like 10 minutes later, like, wait, what? So I love this for you, East Texas chick. Do you have any questions going forward? Hey, Rena, welcome in, sweetheart. I don't know. I thought chat froze, but maybe just people aren't typing. I don't know. There's only a few guys in here, so I'm not sure, but okay, let me see. If I say hi to you 2 or 3 times, I'm sorry. He did pass. Okay. Okay, so let's just get in here. You're right on point. Okay, good. Oh, I love you too, darling. You know I do. I love all of you. You guys are amazing. Sorry for putting up with my, challenge. All right, Nadine, you're up. You're up. But before I go into Nadine, I'm going to clear my energy. Rena, I'm so happy you're here. I was hoping you would come by today. It's nice to see your beautiful green hearts and your big beautiful heart in the chat, and I'm so happy you're here. And Rena, if you want me to, I would like to do your reading today if you want me to. I can do you right after Nadine since you're here with us. And if not, oh, cutie pie, yes. Okay, that's kind of an act generalization. Okay, that's an interesting question. A lot of people can look at it a lot of different ways from my understanding, right? Like over the years. And a medium is somebody who allows someone to enter them, speak through them to someone else. It is through their psychic connection to the person in front of them, that allows other, we'll say, I don't want to say spirits because they're not technically spirit. They're not a memory of or an energy of or whatever. It is like, it's almost like somebody taking over the wheel. So you're allowing other, and I don't want to say entity, that's the wrong word, but maybe those that have passed over, who maybe ghost is a better word, or others who are waiting on the other side to speak to people For me, I hear them behind me. It's not a worded audio. It's sometimes it is, but it's like an image that appears. I don't allow anything to enter me. Like I don't allow possession. I don't work with possession. I don't, so that's not channeling. Is more like channeling information, channeling energy, channeling, the Akashic records, channeling um, vibration, frequency, things like that that help make sense of stuff for a reading, right? Now, some people can come up and say, well, no, that's not the case. A medium is a psychic. They connect to you psychically. They can read your mind and thoughts and then connect to the other person that they're asking or inquiring about. Or the psychic can predict things. Well, no, not always. Not all psychics can predict, right? Not all mediums are psychics. It's kind of like, it's a term that's thrown around a lot. So is channeling. They're kind of all intertangled. So it's really tough to pull them apart. But if my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion only, and my how I look at it in my life, right? I've gone to a medium before who has said things to me that my mother would say to my face, and it freaked me out, right? And so again, they're not saying, well, I feel, I think, I'm hearing. It's they're saying, they're doing, through you. So it's like if I'm saying, oh, um, I'm going to open the door for someone to take the driver's seat, and then sometimes the medium won't remember anything they've said to you. I've experienced that. So I can't say that I'm either or both. I don't even know, to be honest. But in my experiences, that's how I look at it. Now, like again, channeling is a new thing for me. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm definitely not a psychic medium. I don't see, like, they don't like I so put it this way, I'm not I don't step into any kind of alternate reality and see like remote view situations or people or places, or I can't like tell you. Well, I guess I do kind of, but it's not like a full, like some mediums see movies, like a movie right in front of them. They can see like A, B, C, D, and E, and F, and you know, and really tell you like, okay, well, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, right? Like I see these things happen to you, like what, and they can kind of look through almost like your history book of your life almost. And I think it's through mediumship, like being connected to um being psychic in the way that that's how the connection is, that, what I mean. I think it all has to do with the connection, not necessarily what is or what isn't. So when you're channeling, it's kind of like you're channeling information, you're channeling energy, for me anyway, or I'm channeling into this vibration. I'm kind of, it's like tuning a radio, right? You're tuning a radio. With a medium, it's almost like they sit there and they open up and they just let people through. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes any sense, guys. I might be way wrong on this. Maybe I've looked at it wrong my whole life. I don't know. Who am I? I'm pretty uneducated in a lot of these things because I've always been a skeptic. And so, I didn't dive too deep into it until the last, 5 or 6 years. So, I don't know, because I'm not a medium or a psychic, but I have done and said things that have come out of nowhere. So it's and I don't see pictures or movies. So again, I'm just being contradictory. Um, for me, it's bits and pieces though. And for me, it's bits and pieces that it's almost like someone's pushing my shoulder and being like, okay, we'll say this thing, or because they know, like I make, like I say, like I'm not allowing any spirit through me, in me, on me, over me, anything like that. You can be around me. You can help send love up around me, and with protection and white light and blue purple light of psychic energy. But I don't want to, like, you can't drive the wheel of my vehicle. Does that make sense? And again, I could be wrong. Some other mediums might not even look at it that way. They might use that word in a different context, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? Thank you, Rena. Thank you. Mediums have like it's almost like a, I don't know, evidence is the right word, because sometimes, I'll say things to people and they're like, wow, like, how did you know that? And I'm like, I don't know. It just, so that's kind of a knowing, that claircognizant, but but I guess it depends on the amount of allowances that you give up and over to the spiritual world, if that makes sense. Oh no, it's fine. Listen, I enjoy talking about this stuff. What happens to our pets, Foxy? Iffy Angel asks. Well, our pets, I think, have souls. I'm one person that, I don't know, I believe in it. I always have. I often see my cat zooming around the house and she's not chasing anything. So I often think it's my cat Jake that's playing with her. It's all what you believe, right? And I personally believe that all animals go to heaven, just like all dogs go to heaven. I think all animals go to heaven because it's still a soul. It's still an energy. Your energy does never dies, guys. Like if anything has an energy field, a resonance, a frequency, it's energy and it never dies. Electricity doesn't end, right? There's no end to electricity. Like when a lightning bolt comes down and hits the earth, it doesn't disappear. It's what you see disappears. It still goes back, it could bounces back up, right? And it just keeps floating around doing things. So, and again, I'm not a physics major. What do I know? I'm just as, gone through high school, 1 year college, 1 year university, privately educated on my own kind of gal. I don't know everything. I mean, what do I know? But if I have to express how I feel about it, that's kind of the imagery I would use. It does transfer in AD, yeah. It's almost like when you plug something in, it makes it work for a time being. Like us in our human bodies, we're plugged in, right, to source, to God by a tether. I look at it like an invisible cord, and that's why some people can astral plane, because they can leave their body and their cord still attached to source, and they can come back in. I believe that's what happens with coma patients. I have a whole theory beyond about this, but um coma is fascinating. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, so when you unplug from that and unplug from this, then you no longer have electricity flowing through your body, pumping your heart to make your brain do the things it needs to do, or vice versa. That's debatable what happens first, right? Now, I know you can be brain dead with no function and still have a heart pumping. So obviously that's electrical energy going through you. But are you still tethered, right? Is that just the physical mechanics of the body, or is the brain what tethers us? Oh my God, it's this whole thing. I can't go there today. But I mean, that's, so we're getting closer and closer and closer to figuring that out. But in the scientific world, I think. But yeah, energy, that's what happens. It goes somewhere, and then and once it leaves this thing or the body, it's not plugged into the wall anymore, then it does what it needs to do, and then leaves that and goes someplace else. Like it doesn't really stop the current. The current's constantly going, right? It's just what you're connected to. Good morning, Shay. How are you, my sweetheart? Hey, St. James. Please, could I have a reading? I'd really like to ask how my audition went and if I'll get somewhere this year. Oh, that's great, James. Are you going into the arts? Excuse me. Oh my God, Cutie Pie. I know. And that's what I want to do with my members. I want to do memberships where we can just sit and talk about the stuff and I don't have to do cards and everything, and just have like really fun debates, conversations. We could do panel to each other. I mean, it's going to be fun, I think. Waking up to work while the kids have a snow day. Oh, I know. We got a little. You're an actor. Wonderful, James. Well, you have the face. Look at this gorgeous face. Woo. So yeah, so we had some snow last night too, and I lost my train of thought. Anyways, guys, I'm going on a smoke break. I will be back in a few. You guys talk amongst yourself about energy. Okay, guys, this drove me crazy. So I looked it up and I wanted to make sure that, oh, let me get my windshield wipers going here. It's now snowing still. I wanted to make sure that I didn't get it wrong because like I hate getting information wrong. So definition wise, this is what I looked it up. Okay. So a mediumship, it says in Wikipedia, is the practice of mediating communication between familiar spirits, spirits of the dead, and living human beings. Practitioners are known as medium or spirit mediums. They are different types of mediums or spirit channeling, including seance tables, trances, and Ouija. Belief in psychic ability is widespread, despite the absence of empirical evidence for its existence. Scientific researchers have attempted to ascertain the validity of claims of mediumship for more than 100 years and have constantly failed to confirm them. As late as 2005, an experiment undertaken by the British Psychology Society reaffirmed that the test subjects who self-identified as mediums demonstrated no mediumship ability. Now that's bullshit, because Tyler, what's his name? Tyler, that young kid. I'm saying Tyler Perry, but it's not Tyler Perry. You know, that blonde kid. Anyway, he went on and had his brain hooked up to like different things, and it showed a portion of his brain that became super active when he was not channeling. When he was kind of channeling, but he's a medium. See? Anyway, so he is a medium and he actually can see the dead. They can talk to him. Like it's very like he claims that he can see these people and can like they can talk to you and say things to you and all these things. I can't do that. I can only see impressions of things. I can feel things. I kind of know some things. I'll hear sort of something and I'll interpret it like a vibration, or does that make sense? But anyway, who knows? Maybe I'm getting it wrong. But anyway, that's what it said. And anyways, and also it says that the spiritual medium has the role of an intermediary between the world of the living and the world of the spirits. See? So they claim that they can listen to and relay messages from the spirits directly, and they can allow the spirit to control their body and speak through it directly by using automatic writing or drawing. Now, I do automatic writing and I do drawing, but I don't go into a full-on trance, right? And I don't allow anything to come through me. It's like I'm just writing what I'm kind of understanding in my mental space or my emotional, physical space, or like what sort of just comes to me. So it's like I tune into the world of the listening and I have sensory perception of it, right? I see symbols and things as well. So mental mediums is one of the classifications. So maybe mediumship is like artists, right? Like a medium to do things, like maybe the medium of channeling, or a medium of psychic, or a medium of, I don't know, automatic writing, or the medium. So maybe a mediumship is just how you use it. I don't know. It's interesting, right? So now you guys have me stumped. I used to think that I was wrong, apparently. Yeah, there's like contact made. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say, oh, I see this person sitting here and he's smoking a cigarette in front of me, and I can describe everything about the person to a T. I think that's what psychic mediums are, right? My opinion only, but apparently not. Mental mediumship, it says, it's communication of spirits with the medium by telepathy, right? So they're the clairs. So I can't see how that's not me. Then there's trance mediumship. Yeah, so maybe I was right. Physical mediumship, direct voice, channeling. Maybe mediumship is like basically an umbrella that covers over all of us, right? I don't know. But I do know this much. I took a snapshot of, I don't know. I don't like to use the word medium or psychic. I just don't. That's just, I don't. Anyway, that's just me. But channeling is the ability to communicate with angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, and beings of the spiritual realm. It's the apex of intuitive development. The ultimate guide channeling provides a safe, structured, step-by-step approach for awakening your abilities. So that's kind of what came up for that. So maybe it is sort of. And then channeling can also be seen as a modern form of the old mediumship, where the channel or the channeler receives messages from teaching spirit, an ascended master, from God, or from the angelic entity, but essentially through the filter of its own waking consciousness. So I'm completely awake, but I don't remember what the hell I say in my readings. So I'm a walking contradiction, I guess, guys. I don't know. The answer to your question is I don't know. How about that? I don't know. But whatever. $4.99. That means somebody left. Damn it. Oh well. It's very interesting. So I mean that's a great conversation to have, right, with all of you guys eventually. But oh my God, Shay, go have your wake up smoke, girl. Get your. All right, Nay, you're up. But like for example, just now I was like, no, he's not blonde. Is he brown? Does he have brown hair? You know, does East Texas chick boy have sandy brown hair? Because that's what I see, sandy brown hair. I see an image of a person with sandy brown hair. Is it her son? No, but they show me. It's like I hear or see images or symbols or a thought that just pops into my head, and I'll just say it, and it is like, I don't know. I can't explain how it works for me. I really can't. All I know is that it's different than when I started, and it keeps growing and adding and doing new things. But I come from a line, a family line that, you know, has had ESP their whole life. Like, so it's generational for me. But I mean, yeah. I wasn't born or brought up in it. Does that make sense? I just did research and found out, oh, that's interesting. That explains a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I guess that's maybe why I have such a hard time with monetary exchange. Like, I had somebody say, well, you're exchanging energy, you know, you're working through your energy, you're collecting information, it's exhausting, you know, and so, you know, in exchange for that time, you know, is the monetary thing. Don't look at it as money, look at it as an exchange of energy. And I'm like, look at money as energy exchange. I'm like, I can't look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? Because like maybe you know, my ancestors, I mean, I had Hungarian gypsies in my family, so maybe they were fraudsters and ripped people off, and maybe that's why I have a hard time with it in this life. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but I just have an issue with it. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. The life of me. Anyway. And maybe that's why I don't connect to mediumship or psychics, because it has such a, I don't know, it just bothers me. I don't know why. Maybe that has to do with it. Because it seems derogatory to me for past energy sense. I don't know. It's kind of like I know somebody who's into Wicca, and you know, I don't like the term witchcraft because it just has this whole unwelcoming feeling of like not good things, because I was brought up Christian, right? So it's kind of like, how do you wrap your head around it? Well, you know, it's just a different word for things. So maybe channeling is just a different word for mediumship. I don't know. Hey, pointer lover. How are you, my girl? Glad to see you, honey, as well. Yeah, I'm back, but that's for debate. I mean, you know. We'll see. Buckle up, Toots. Yep. We got Nadine on board here, so we're just doing Nadine's reading. As soon as I stop chatting about all this, get into different energy. And it's like tuning a radio. It's like, you know, do I feel like it's going to come through a writing situation? I'll grab my pen if it's not clear. Or if I hear like that push on my shoulder, okay, I'll say it. Like, and sometimes I'll go back, not always because I find myself cringe, but sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch certain, because I've been told, go watch this part. And I'll go watch and I'm like, holy shit, like I don't even remember saying that. So, I mean, maybe I do go in some kind of a trance, but it's not, it doesn't take over me. Does that make sense? Like Edgar Cayce went into a trance. He was called the sleeping prophet because he prophesied things as he was in like a sort of a trance-like sleep. He wasn't sleeping, as people might misunderstand, but he was in a sleep-like trance. So basically he self-hypnotized himself. So the deep meditative, and that's what like you know, monks and like Tibetan monks and you know, when they go in these, like there's people that have been in meditations trances for like years. Like they just get up to eat, use the bathroom, and go right back. They don't speak. That it's, I don't know. I could never do it. I couldn't do that. Not talk. Ooh. Yes, Nay, they're your cards. All right, here we go. Almost lost all. Not this time. Temperance fell right off the bat, Nadine. Sagittarius energy. Still got to be patient, I hear. Okay, so you're coming out of energy of getting balanced, having patience, being moderate, being calm, having self-control, being productive here with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Very nice to see that has been turned around for you. Having more, you know, regaining your self-awareness has been really nice for you. You've got your freedom and self-limiting survivor. See, there's all the little things on the bottom of these cards, which are really fun because they kind of like guide me sometimes, and then I kind of go into my own energy about it. But yeah. So also long-term success here with the Seven of Pentacles. So working hard, being persevering, and you've been rewarded. So that's coming out of the harvest of your reaping, your, you know, that like you planted the seeds and now it's for the harvest. So you've done all the hard work, you've done some changes, you've made some life changes, and now I feel like you're coming out of that and saying, okay, universe, now what? And in the current energy, we have, again, the Four of Cups in reverse. Guys, why are we all not, like, looking at what's going on from the universe while we're making our own, like breakthroughs in life? I don't think you can do both, really. I mean, I don't think. Maybe you can. You try anyway. So the Four of Cups is about moving forward, having a breakthrough, that kind of thing, like realizing, like, okay, well, I am going to kind of look towards what the universe is now showing me, because I've kind of had that, I've kind of like broke through to the other side of things. Like I'm now out of this, you know, worrying about this, worrying about that, working on this, working on that, getting this done, getting that done. And now I can breathe a bit and look around me, and it's like, oh, hello, universe. And then you're like, oh, hi. And then you're taking control back of like what's in front of you, right? And again, finding your passion, moving forward, taking action. Okay. Basically a new direction. So right now your life's in a new direction. It's moving forward, all good things. I mean, everybody is not all good things for everyone, but you know what I mean overall. I see Two of Cups, center of the reading. This is a relationship read. So, okay, there's a partnership coming in, a very, very shared understanding, and it's romantic. It is something that is, I want to say, karmic. Okay, it is a spiritual union. So this is like energy that you recognize, spiritual energy that okay, you recognize each other from many lifetimes, many timelines, whatever you want to look at it. You always find each other in everyone. And now you have found each other, or you will find each other. And it is now. It is happening now. It's united love. It's a shift from something from before. Okay. And on the card, it talks about Venus energy, love, Cancer energy. You know, that's emotional balance. So this is nice. The yin and the yang, right? Again, it's in the physical with the health, you know, the symbol for medicine. So it's the physical incarnate of your other half, almost, I want to say. Like the opposite of you. I don't know if that's definitely the opposite, but it's a balanced union, we'll say, okay? Then you have the Sun in the reverse. So there might be some delays with this relationship right now that's causing you some sadness, feeling a bit pessimistic about. Kind of got you in your feels, right? Leo energy. So you got all this passion fired up, you know. So don't think this is a failure. It's just a setback. It's not forever. Okay. It's just like an inaction at this point, because there's like a knowing of like, okay, well, there's a certain understanding of like, okay, this is not really the right timing. Okay. But you've definitely united with this person. This has happened either already or will happen soon, but not in the physical sense right yet. That's the delay. Okay. But you have new goals you're working on too, so that's been keeping you pretty busy. You know, and it's fast. Like it's a movement that's, you know, kind of definitely entanglement. This is a soul connection for sure. Okay, last 3 cards, please, for Nate D. Page of Wands. So there's a message coming in here. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. Okay, this is the root chakra. So there is a definite, eye-opening, actionable communication coming in. Something's being offered to you either by inspiration, imagination, some type of passion that comes up that makes you say, oh, this is what makes sense. But it comes from someone else. So this is a message coming in, a conversation, an email, something that is like you know, like a phone call or whatever, but it's like that voice, that person's going to talk directly to you. It's not through this person or that person, or do you know what I mean? It's not a text, it's a voice call, like it's physical, not in the present, it's voice, you know, that kind of thing. Video call. Okay. Could be something more connective that way. But it's definitely like the page of the messengers, right? They bring information to you. So I do feel like what they want's being actionable, you know, fire, passion, all that. You know, moving forward towards this message coming in is what I'm seeing here for you. Okay, so you have the throat chakra, the root chakra, and the solar plexus. So you've been following your gut, and that's brought you to this. So don't worry, this delay is gonna, I feel like this is coming in for you. Yeah. All right, last 2 cards, please, for me, please. Thank you. I don't think they want you to know, me. All right. Intuition. High Priestess cards. The last two cards are the Moon and the Five of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. So I feel like you have a fear of being left behind, a fear of insecurity, sort of might be some sort of isolation going on, but you have the intuitiveness to know that you need to follow your inner voice. And even though there's a delay, don't give in to the anxiety of it with the Moon card here. Okay. Don't give in to the deception the moon card brings, because the moon's not about deception. It's about, or being deceived. It's just about like not being able to see through the veil. And sometimes that's referred to deception. It depends on how the moon card's laid in the spread. But here it's right down to the Sun card, under the Seven of Pentacles. This is about you worked very hard. You're looking at all the rewards you've done. You've worked hard on where you got to, where you are, where you've been, right? You're making connections. You're now looking at the okay, I've physically done this thing. Now I'm going to look at the emotional, the spiritual, and the mental, right? And then you come in, you find this union with somebody, and there's a delay of meeting or talking on another level, something like that. But this message does come in that says, yeah, you know what? The time will happen when it's right. And that's going to kind of make you feel a certain type of way. It's a little bit of struggle for you, because I feel like a lot of the times with that Temperance energy, you try to work on the patients, but the patient's just not working on you. You know what I'm saying? I know, believe me, I know I'm the same way in a lot of ways. So it kind of makes you feel a little insecure is what I'm getting at. So don't give in to that. Okay. Don't give in to your insecurities, because that will create a delusion for you. That will create the Moon card. That will create the deception for yourself. You will deceive yourself based on false energy, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that for you to get secure in this, you're going to have a message come in. Okay, a message is going to come in to validate these things, and then you're going to be fine. So just keep following your intuition. Listen to your subconscious, listen to your inner voice, follow your spirituality, the wisdom, the secrets of the universe. They're all going to come down into like a little download for you. And it's going to be productive. So, if you get some signs, pay attention to them, that sort of thing. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck for NAD. We have the Wheel of Fortune reverse, like the general read again, so that makes more validation for all of us. Yeah, a lot of us are feeling really unlucky right now. Timing kind of sucks. Things just happening. It's not enough time in the day. That sort of impatience about things, and like when's our luck going to turn around? Or luck's turning. It's just not completely all the way, right? So again, this is only a setback. That's what this means. Again, loss of control. We can't control everything. Some things are out of our control. This delay, again, with the Five of Pentacles being felt like you're left out in the cold with something here, is definitely a feeling of, misfortune, which is what the Wheel of Fortune card is in the reverse. It's the luck card. It's misfortune. You feel like, okay, well, I don't feel very lucky right now. I'm not really attracting luck. But it's again change that has occurred that you're just adjusting to. It's not that it's unwelcomed, it's just that it's an adjustment. So I think that some setbacks are here, and those are also contributing to the feelings of insecurity, but it's not forever, right? It's not. That, I know that, the subconscious world knows that. So yeah, so I think Spirit's saying like, hey, like, just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Everything will happen in divine timing. Okay. Again, I'm also sensing that you don't have the anxiety and the feeling of not, the nightmares kind of, it's kind of like you're not stuck in the mentality of like, oh, I just can't, you're out of that now. You're in the like, okay, like, so now let's go. And it's tiring because you can don't overdo it is what I'm, so don't, just take some time out. Don't work too hard, get what you need done, but don't work too hard. Don't let it, how do I put this? Don't let it create a sense, don't let it create an inability to see the work that you've accomplished. Okay. And not just in like your work, but like your life work, right? Your soul journey, your mentality, how you've grown over the last year, all the changes you put in, all the work you put in on you, all the like be a good human philosophy that has occurred, right? So it's kind of like you need to realize that that's part of your journey and pardon me, your journey, and and give yourself some grace for that, because like Rome wasn't built in a day, my girl. But I do see your business blowing up this year. So with that being said, and I said that to you 6 months ago. But with that being said, again, take time out for you, because you're going to need to understand how to manage your time. Now, that didn't come up in this reading, okay, the time management card, but I do see that if you don't get a handle on this Five of Pentacles, Moon card energy, this like, I'm feeling kind of, insecure about this. I don't want to be unemployed. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I don't want to be left out in the cold financially or emotionally or mentally or intuitively or anything, all the things. Listen to your inner voice, follow your gut, because your gut's never wrong. You're the best reader of your life. All of you are. And you can really tap into that yourself. And I know you know what I'm saying. So again, Leo energy, Pisces energy, Taurus energy, Pisces energy, Leo energy, Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius, one Sagittarius, and Gemini. So you've got the Gemini card, the Two of Cups. I also is the Lovers. Okay, so that's also Gemini energy, the duality. That's how I look at it. Or Libra, either way you look at it. More like Libra, I think, the Two of Cups. Balance. So yeah, so I see that for you. And again, it's, don't let the illusion cloud your judgment, right? Oh, hang on. Yeah, because, okay, so again, your emotional vulnerability is what is creating the insecurity here with the Page of Cups in the reverse, okay? But yeah, I see some celebrations, some social events, some new friendships, gatherings, things happening in the new year. So that's good to see. Getting back out there, having some fun. And, don't let the lack of motivation, I guess, the ambition of one thing cloud the lack of another. Does that make sense? Don't misdirect activities. Okay, that's what this card means. The Eight of Pentacles is working hard, working hard, working hard. In the reverse, it's like lack of quality. So you're really concerned that you're not working hard enough, not getting it right, but you are. So don't let anyone tell you different. And then again, with that, that's what that clarifier is for the Wheel of Fortune. Now, underneath all of that, I just want to note that the Lovers card was there. So I did say Gemini. So again, harmony, unity, values, soulmates, choices, all the things, all the attraction of like versus like, right? Like attracting like. So it's coming in. Just got to be a little bit more patient. Okay, honey, you'll get there. I know you will. All right, so let's just check in with chat and see what's going on. Oh, good, Nadine. Winner, chicken dinner. That's funny, Shay. I love your picture, by the way. You look badass. She's like, I got it. Stop. Hi, cutie pie. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, hey, B Crumbs. Good morning. Hi, darling. How are you? I love you with all my heart, Nee. And then we haven't been talking a whole lot lately, but I do. I love you too, darling. I miss you. Darling is the key word of the day. If you say darling, you get 20% off these out. I know, right, Shay? So are you, though. So are you. Look at that cutie patootie. She got your shades on, like, don't fuck with me. I might be sweet and tender, but I can, what's that expression? I can hold a punch. Hey, Pointer lover, yeah. So anyway, so that's good. Okay, so now we're going to do James, and James wants to know about his artistic acting career, where he's going to be all the rage. Okay, and then he wants to know if he's going to get any gigs he just auditioned for. All right. So it's a career question, basically, guys, okay? So we're going to pull for James, and then we'll see if anybody else in the chat wants a reading. I know Bcrons and Rena. Rena's next, actually. If Rena wants to have it down here. Nay Boucher. Nay Boucher is the badass too. Yes, she is. Yes. Sweet, sweet Rena. You know, for somebody that got a full, last time was the first time I had received a full 7 hours sleep, I think, in like 2 months. I look pretty tired. Allie was like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss her? What time is it? 12:45. Did she go at 11? Darn it. I didn't think she was doing it live today. I'll have to go catch the replay. I know, Rena. Thank you. You're okay. Well, oh, you do want one? Okay, good. All right. Okay, James. If you don't get this one, James, you'll get the next one. I feel like the more you put yourself out there, the more your reputation will grow. I know that really is common sense in that industry, but for you, it's very particular. You have a particular niche. And if they're not looking for your niche in this role, I feel like the next one might. That's what I'm hearing. Foxfire, she was early because of Adam Montgomery's hearing. They're going to private it, I think, because there was no video because of her. Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. It's for members only. Okay. Oh, no, you mean it was a terrible... Oh, because her internet was shoddy. Okay, yeah. Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh. Okay, so that makes sense because I felt like it was soon. I felt like it was soon. Like I could see like in a few days' time. So yeah, if it's on Saturday... I don't know. Do you feel like you're stronger connected to the role on Saturday? Because that's how I'm feeling. Okay, Iffy, I'll put you down. Because that's how I feel like this last one, you kind of wanted it, but I don't know if you really connected to the character. Does that make sense? Or whatever role you were, you know, if it was a commercial, I don't know what, but just a bunch of, oh no. James, my son is an actor. Hang in there. Yeah, it's a tough industry. Like, honestly. Okay, the Lover's card came up for you, James. That's your Gemini artistic talent coming out. Yeah, but I didn't proofread that at all. But you translate it very well. Oh, it's okay. No, I didn't. But thank you for the compliment. Oh, I'm a hot mess. That's all right. All right. Yeah, so this is about like you're made for this career. This is a career reading, so this means that you're karmically, this is your like this is your gift. Okay, so don't give up on yourself. You're very good at this, and you're going to be well known in your community for these things. And I feel like if you keep at it, you know, anything you do in life, as long as you put in the work, the universe will provide you with reward you with that. So don't give up. Okay, like it's a hard business, but I'm telling you, you have harmony. The universe is behind you here. So I feel like, yeah, you have the star card, Aquarius energy. That's wish fulfillment. So I feel like your hope and trust in the universe is going to bring you some good positivity here. This is about creativity, being inspired. This is a rebirth for you. So whatever you're doing in the last few weeks, up to a month, I'll say, even just the past year in general, you put a lot of work in this new you. And I feel like it's coming in, because then you have the Justice card right beside it. So you got Aquarius and Libra right off the bat. Aquarius is like kind of like a more screwy Gemini, but more fine-tuned. Like Gemini is kind of either or, sometimes balanced, sometimes not, depending on the day you catch her at. I'm Gemini. Or him at. But I feel like Aquarius is more like they have like they zone in, they can hyper focus more than a Gemini can. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. I think like as soon as you focus on the thing that makes you your niche, your thing, the thing that separates you from everybody else, right? The thing that belongs to you. You know what that is, whether that's comedy, whether that's drama, whether it's your look, whether it's your vibe, whether it's how you word things, could be your, patterns of your articulation. It could be how I don't know, your form of, acting, whether you use the Stanislavski method, whatever it is, right? Whether it's method acting, you'll know what that is. And that will then boost your career further. Okay. So you have Lovers, Gemini, Aquarius, the Star, and Libra right beside it. Those are 3 major arcanas, okay, which validates that this is your gift. Then the current energy, you have 3 of Cups. Yay, celebration time. So you just may as well get this part. You might. But if not, there's a social event coming up. But I feel it's in your best interest to attend, okay? All right, which will have a good income for your networking. And that's another thing. You need a network. If you got to go to all the parties, even though they suck, you got to go to all the events, take the courses, even though you might have already taken them a few years back. Like you'll meet new people, connections, right? And in the acting world, that's really, in theater, I know it's that way in theater, so I don't know if it's theatrical acting you do, or if it's cinematic, or if it's, yeah, anyway, you know what I'm saying. All right, let's see what the next 2 cards are first. We go further in the center of the reading. Thank you. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Ooh, gotta set clear boundaries, though. Gotta be independent and unbiased. Okay, unbiased judgment. So this is the Queen of Swords is all about open communication and being transparent. Like she's gonna say it how it is. She's truthful. She's authentic. Think crazy mama vibes. Like she's just gonna say how it is. Fuck around and find out. Okay. But they're also very supportive and loyal. So when you have the people around you that you network with, that you can trust, that bring you value, that bring you positivity, that bring you things that serve you in a positive, a light, loving way. They're light, loving people, and so on and so forth. They're your kindred spirits. You're connecting to people not just but because they bring goodness in, right? Is what she's here to remind you of. So even though you're going to network, you want to be very articulate. I don't know if articulate's the right word. You want to be very not cautious, but more clear on your boundaries as to who you bring into your inner circle. Does that make sense? And again, that's the center of the reading, and it's a yes card. So you could get this part, or the audition could be in your favor. And if not, I mean, it's kind of a cop out to say, oh, you get the next one. But I mean, I do feel like whatever's coming next might be more of your genre. I don't know. Hi, Pepper. Yeah, good, James, good. Because that's really currently what's happening here. Okay, Nay, thank you for stopping in, sweetheart. Love you. Thanks for hanging out and modding for me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take some time out for you. All right, so yeah, so right now it's all about balance with the two in management. There's that card. So adaptability, right? Adapting to, you know, your career, coming out of your schooling, making networking, you know, things like that. You know, making priorities, but you have to also make choices. Again, like I said, being clear with what your choices are, finding the balance between, is this person going to bring in, you know, is this going to, if I network with this person, you know, I might get lots of gigs and auditions, but it's for the right reason. Like, is this person going to be a negative or a positive influence on my career? Right? Think Harvey Weinstein vibes. Okay. Nobody knew who they were getting in bed with, right? So I'm just saying, be very careful of who you keep around you, especially in this industry, especially when it comes to acting and theater and cinema and all the things that are, you know, in that field. Because I know years ago when, you know, I was sort of studying to become in theater, and you know, I worked on some cinema, I did some backup work for different, you know, commercials and films and things. You know, I'd be talking to some amazing actors and actresses and some awesome grip hands, and always talk to the grip hand. Actually, if you're going to be on set with movies as well or commercials, they are your best friend. Hair and makeup, you know, always be respectful. I mean, it's those things, right? Like, because they'll remember you. Oh my God, that person was so easy to work with. That person was so great to you know, communicate with, or oh, they were so sweet and shy, but I think they're going to be, you know, we just got to pull it out of them. Whatever it is, they're going to work towards your best self, like the best version of you. And if you have somebody in your group that's going to like maybe get you lots of auditions, but they're going to backstab you in the process, there's no reason for that. Like, there's no point in bringing that person in, right? It's like my channel. I'd rather run my channel slowly and gradually with really good people than have, like, you know, off the backs of other content creators and have all these, you know, like dramas in my, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, because I could have easily done that. I could have very easily, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. Okay. All right. So, all right. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So, you're feeling sort of, don't be obsessed with status. Also, is what this is reminding you of. Don't fear failure, because failure brings success. Okay, the more times you fall, the more times you get up, the more easier it is to get up off the floor. That's what I used to always tell my friend who was a recovering alcoholic. You can't fall through the floor, just get the fuck back up, right? Same with acting, same with any career. You just gotta keep going. I know it's hard to hear. I don't really take my own advice, but mostly I try to. And if you only try, that's the main thing. Don't get obsessed with status, because that'll bite you in the ass in return. So this King of Pentacles is a reminder that if you want to get to being the upright King of Pentacles, you have to fall down a few times to learn from your mistakes, right? Especially in this industry. But yeah, you're also considering, you know, the instability of your materialistic world, like your finances, your home life. You know, can I pay the bills with this? Like all the things. And I get that it's going to be very stressful and challenging. So that's another reminder of, like, you can't let it stress you out, though. You just have to keep going. There's always a way to figure these things out, right? And it's like, maybe you need to take a job waitering at this really nice, you know, restaurant that, you know, is in the industry, like that type of, like, if you're going to take a job, make sure it's in the core of what you're doing, right? It's like networking 101. I mean, I wish somebody told me that 25 years ago, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. So then we have Four of Cups, which is a breakthrough, new goals, new directions. You know, you're moving forward again, just like Nadine, just like East Texas check with us. You know, oh, we're all having breakthroughs this year. Well, that's because we put in all the work last year, right? That's why it was so important to do it all before the end of the year. It was because, you know, coming in this year is going to be new challenges and new cycles and new ways of doing things. And, you know, if we don't sharpen the tools we had before, we can't utilize them using new ones. Does that make sense? So yeah, so honestly, I see that for you as well. I see a lot of passion coming in and a new direction. So you might go in a new direction. You might choose a different path. Maybe you find out you're way better at comedy than you are as drama, or drama, as they say. Or maybe you are, vice versa. Or maybe you realize like, hey, like, I have this shtick of doing this specific thing. And maybe that's my way to be different from everyone else, right? So I see that happening for you too. Then we have the Page of Swords. So yeah, there's a conversation coming in definitely within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Usually I do these readings for a week in advance. So again, might be within the next week. And that's a conversation of confidence. So you might get this part. You might get this part because confidence comes with the Page of Swords. Like when you have a message or conversation coming in or communication, it means that you are at a really high place to be able to communicate this or have that conversation, or if a messenger is bringing you in this communication, then, generally it's a new thing. It's a new idea. It's a new conversation. It's something new, right? It's not something you've already had, because why would the universe bring you the same conversation over and over and over? We do that. We create that. We create the loops in life, not the universe, right? So I feel like you're going to get a little bit more chatty, a little bit more witty. And I think that might help you figure out, who you are as an actor. Now, your career brings forward two more cards here for the last of this reading, and it is 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So this talks about job security, stability, traditional long-term success, and a strong foundation. Again, this is the basis of this reading, is creating a strong foundation for your career. Now, working the right people, going to the right places, getting the right, yes, audition, but being selective with what you choose. If you get 2 auditions and you're like, hey, this one's more beneficial to me than this one, but this one I'm going to, I might have to bend my integrity. Well, don't do that. Don't bend your integrity if that's not what you're willing to do, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean. So yeah, teamwork, collaboration with the 3 Pentacles, apprenticeship. So somebody's going to come in and maybe help take you under their wing also, okay? To help with this mastery, and recognizing your talent. So I love this for you. Also, this 10 of Pentacles talks about stability and finances, but also maybe inheritance. You might get or receive some money from, a trust or a will or a financial situation from a long time ago that came out of the blue. Could be income tax, could be something that somebody's passed down to you, like the government passes down to you, or a family member passes down to you, or something like that. A will, reading of a will. But in this situation, I don't see it that way because it's a career reading. It's not a general life reading. So this particularly is talking about your career. So you're going to inherit something from this career in the next few weeks. It's going to bring you security, and it's going to be a collaboration or teamwork effort. Okay. Now let's see what's on the bottom of the deck for more clarity on the overall energy of this reading. And then we'll clarify it. Yes. So the Moon card in reverse, seeing things clearly. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way, right? So you got a good release of fear going on. I love this for you. Finding the truth, okay? Conquering anxiety, 2024. Suppressed emotions, letting go of those. Finding the truth in a situation. I love that for you. Got the Emperor card here. So again, some authority coming in, some structure, domination, powerful discipline, focus. The Emperor is about ego. It's about doing things in a not an authoritative way, but like things you have control over, you can control. So being more diplomatic, I guess, is a better word, and being more in that Aries energy, like, that passion, that, I'm going to go get this. Like, this is, the Aries just go and they get it. They do it, right? They just so sit around and wonder mostly. But be careful. Reminder of ego. Don't get too caught up in that. You have the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? And the King of Pentacles, and you're reading the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in the upright here talks about consistency. So be consistent with when you figure out who this is that, you not want to become, but who you authentically are as an actor, be consistent. in your career. Okay, be reliable in your career, be efficient, be patient, strong-willed. It will improve. Things will always, grow off of something. And if you create a good foundation and be responsible and keep that determination, like the leaps and bounds are endless for anybody that has that, right? No matter what job it is. All right. So, but be careful of being stuck in the past. You have the Six of Cups here in the reverse. So a little bit of maturity coming in for you, some self-sufficiency, right? A little bit of that coming in. So, don't forget about your playfulness and don't get boggled or, kind of, my advice to you over the next year with your career is don't let it drag you down when times are tough or hard. Make it push you harder, make it push you forward, let it guide you, but not down a negative path and a positive one. All right. But you have the clarity with the moon. And I love that it's right beside the Knight of Pentacles with the consistency and practicality. So it's like, what it is that you had to do. And that's the overall energy, releasing fear, right? Don't be, fearful of what's coming in, because it's all good things. So I like that. I love that for you. So all the love and light to you, James, on your journey with your new career. I hope it all works out for you. And please come back and let me know. I'd love to know what happens. And Nadine, my girl, we did yours. And we did Ace checks this chick. And then we have Rena up next. And then we're going to do Iffy Angel. And I think we're going to call it a day, guys. Hi, Neat Noodle. Hi, how are you? Yeah, it's good. Be selective, but don't be overly selective. Like, don't get it twisted, because you might pass up on an audition that's really suited for you that maybe brings out that niche in you, right? I'm saying be selective with, like, don't worry about the quality of the work. The quality of the work will come. Be selective in terms of, like, is it going to compromise your integrity? Is it going to compromise your belief system? Is it something that you want to put your name on? Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. It's so good to see you, Neat Noodle. Hi, Kelly P. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's very good. It's a good reading for you, James. I love this reading for you. I do. It's great. Oh, thanks for joining, Neat Noodle. Oh, you lurked once? You're always welcome. Welcome to the Fox fam. You probably already subbed anyways, but yeah, that's awesome, Neat Noodle. I'm glad you stopped in. Okay, so again, guys, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Before I move on, I've realized that I'm a little rusty, and I'm not exerting all my energy because I really can't right now, but I still wanted to show up and read the cards and be here because I missed you all. So thank you for having patience with me. So I'm trying my best, but what I did want to do is I thought I'd pull from these Time Oracle cards for James, just because, he's on his new career path and wants to know about his audition. So let's just see if we can find what these time cards have to say for James. Like, when will his career really take off? That's the question I'm going to ask for you, okay? Like, what point in this year are you going to get the role that provides some financial security and all that good stuff? Ooh, did you see that? Whew. That just flew right out. Hang on. These really want to talk. 2, 3. Make sure we don't lose any. Here. Okay. All right. So after this, I'm going to take a bathroom break, guys. Okay, so I see at night, so you might be going to some kind of networking thing at night. Patience is required. I'm a hot mess. Patience is required. All right. Something to do at night. Maybe you're going to go, like, I don't know, do a fun dinner party or something. And it says 6 months from now. So this is pregnancy. So you're creating something here. So maybe whatever you're creating, you're going to be, 6 months from now, you're going to have a birth of this creativity, right? And then something coming in next month for you. Okay. So your ship coming in. Okay. That's what I get from that. So something might, you might get the offer. It starts next month, that sort of thing. Who knows? So let me know what happens, James. Okay. Okay, Rena. So we're gonna do yours. We're home on a snow day too, but oh yeah. Okay. But first of all, I'm just gonna quickly fill my coffee cup up because Rena, you need to know I need my cup of coffee. And yeah, so just give me a few minutes, guys. I'm gonna do that, do the other thing, and I'll be right back. Okay. It does start next month, James? Oh, well, there you go. Hopefully this will, you please come back and let me know what happens, okay? I'm really curious to see how it works out. Oh, it's still snowing out there, guys. Oh, okay. All right, Rena, I'm barefoot. I got my socks off and slippers off, and let's see if we can. Oh, it's like I'm a walrus trying to get into the chair. Good God, help me. All right, here we go. So, all right. Ooh, where did I go? Girls, I'm a hot mess. And guys, it's all right. I'm not 100% myself yet. You guys know that, so I'm not worried about it. I'll get there. Okay. I figure like another, I don't know, a week or so, I'm hoping things will start to balance out. But at least I'm not like falling asleep anymore. Oh, even though I feel like I am. It was rough. Put these all of this down. Okay. Put my hair up. Put my hair up, Rena. Oh God. All right. Well, not for Rena, but you know, get all prepped. Well, this is, did I show you this little cute hair tie? Anyway, it's got fuzzies on it. It's super cute. They come in a pack of 5 for all different colors. It's like a, I'm all into like the neutral. So anyway, it's like pink and light beige, and I think there's a white one and like a cream color one. And it looks like my hair's pink right here, but it's just the light, so it's not pink, guys. Not that pink is wrong. Pink's cool, but I just, anyway. So if somebody says, "Oh, I love your pink hair," it's not pink. So anyways, yeah, and it's cute. So I got them on Temu with everything else, but I'm not buying off Temu anymore. I'm putting a stop to it. I can't afford it. My credit card's too high. I had to like, I had to stop doing subscribes for certain things. And I just have to get my shit together before I can go back to that. But yeah. All right. Sorry. Let me just look at a cat hair everywhere. You guys. Oh, how do you put up with me? Poor Allie. She's going to have a hell of a time tomorrow with me. I think it'll be good because I won't have to be like all, you know, it's her show. I can just sit there and talk. I love Temu. I know. Hey, Kelly P. It's crazy, but I mean, it can be really addictive. And then I was playing that stupid fish game. Like, you know, you feed the fish and you get points and you get 2 free things. Well, I thought they were gift cards, but they were like $50 off of a $100 purchase. I was so angry. I contacted customer service. I'm like, you did not, you know, say that. Like, that's not cool or whatever. So I'm kind of pissed at them right now, but they're still awesome to buy from. Just kind of in my head about it. Thank you, Neat Noodle. Anyway, if you guys want to see Super, she's in my little short I put out about the cards that I bought, my time cards. And she's in there, little cameo. She's my baby. We have our routines every morning, and it's so cute. She just fluffers around. Her little tail's like this behind her. Like I feed her food, and then I generally get my coffee, and then I go to the washroom, and I come out, and she's waiting for me, and she tittle-totters down the hall, and I do her litter box, and then she tittle-totters down to the living room, and she sits on the edge of the couch, waits for me to sit there, and then she comes over and sits beside me, but she won't move towards me until I put my arm there, and then she'll just plop over. It's hilarious. She's got such a little personality, and I've never had a female cat before, so anyway, she's adorable. She bites me for no reason sometimes, so she is kind of bitchy. She's my little bitch bot, my real life bitch bot. But yeah, so I am going on Allie's tomorrow, Rena. You should join. It's not going to be like a massive true crime thing. It's just going to be true crime talk about. Well, I guess it will be a little true crime because we're probably going to play some videos of other psychics that have made predictions for certain cases, and you know, my thoughts on that, and my thoughts on other psychics that are doing that, and you know, where a person ethically should draw the line, and when we, you know, maybe we grow from that and decide to do it, like what should we do, what should we not do, and if we decide to do it, like what are, you know, just kind of like a really good debate about it, and then kind of digging deep into like, well, what does that look like, and what are the boundaries, and you know, like what separates, you know, somebody who's being truthful for somebody who's not, and you know, then because there's people that go to like the police that help the police legitimately, but they're not out there advertising it, right? So there's this whole conversation to be had, which is really fascinating to me. And again, I don't have all the answers like I didn't earlier, but you know, it's fun to talk about, and hopefully the chat can help with the input on that as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be tomorrow. I think she has it up. Yeah, she's got it up, Rena, so go check it out. You know, if you can jump in, and if you find it's a little heavy, then just bow out. Nobody's going to get upset. You know that. We all love you. But yeah, it'll be fun. Oh, good, Danes. I'm glad you're excited because I'm excited for you. Yeah, so you have to come by. We'd love to have you by, Rena. Obviously, Ellie loves you too, obviously. So, too late for a general reading, Kelpie? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Again, these aren't my huge, like, 1 hour readings. At least I don't think they are. I mean, probably are. I don't know. What is it, 1:20? What time did I start? I've been on this for 2.5 hours now. So, yeah, we're pretty making good timing. Good whole hour or so. Yeah, you can fit you in. So, we're going to do Rena. Then I think Iffy Angel wants a reading, and then Kelly P. So, yeah, we could do 2 more. That'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the nap, and then the general. Yeah, we could do 12. I think we could do 12. Okay. If I stop chit chatting and get to it. Hi, Amanda. How you doing, meat butt? Aw, good to have you. Shabane, this too shall pass, my girl. I know you're feeling it. Okay. You know, Rena, I'm going to do. I was supposed to do Nace cards with those, and I didn't. Check that out. I'm going to do. Let's now reading clarifiers. Again, I'm going to reiterate from the beginning of my life, I don't know how connected I am because of all of the, you know, medication changes and all the things. But I mean, I'm going to, hopefully it will return back to normal. I know I'm not 100% connected, but I feel connected somewhat, which is a good sign because I was really scared that I wasn't going to be able to pick up on stuff. Yeah, so I'm glad that that's not an issue. Or that the energy wasn't going to flow through me. So that's good news as well. All right. This thing's really hard to get used to. Have any of you guys been in one of these before? It's so annoying. Okay, let's get this, Rena, my dear. All right, did you have a specific question? If my boy wants something said, he will make sure you know it. I know that. I know. Oh, yeah, there's something going on here. Hang on, guys. This is not on right. Something not going on here as it should be. It's like cutting into me here or something. It's weird. I wasn't doing that earlier. I must have twisted it or something the wrong way. Okay. That's better. Oof. It's hurting me that way. Oof. Okay. Yes. Zach will make sure his mama knows. Absolutely. Rapid change, Rena. So I feel like there might be some travel coming in for you, or something that's shifting in your life that's shifting fast. But I feel like it's not frantic. I don't feel chaotic or chaos. It's just very like swift coming in here. Yeah, Knight of Cups. So you could have an invitation that comes in from somebody. See, like this is a messenger kind of card in a sense, and Knights kind of seem to be informational, actionable, or non-actionable things, depending on what it is. So with the Cup, it's about emotion. And, you know, Knights are generally not in motion for the most part. I don't think all of them are. I'm pretty sure they're not. I know that the Wands isn't. I think they're all pretty much like stopped motion. So, yeah. So anyways, this one's about finding the grace about something. I feel like you're going through something. I don't even know if there might be. Problem is Knight of Cups always talks like Knight of Cups is emotional romance card. So if it's a romantic reading, you know, about a relationship status, then I would generally say like, okay, well, there's a message of a new person coming in, or a new love, or a new, you know, partnership. But I think this is more towards following your heart and your dreams about something, Venus. Something you've been working on. I think you've been making a nice kind of, you're gaining momentum with, right? You're sort of letting, you know, the movement take over, kind of letting Jesus take the wheel in a sense. Because the Eight of Wands is about transition. It's about swift transition. It's about fast, something fast, like movement, right? Rapid change. So yeah, I think that you've been going through that and just sort of letting the life lead you where it does. I think you're highly intuitive, so I'm sure that you just let it guide you. I mean, you guys have been hanging out with me long enough to know that you're all here and you all have gifts. So even if you don't know what they are, I think we're all gifted in some way. Happily married, so yeah, right? I keep forgetting you're married, but yeah, I didn't take it as the new person coming in at all. But yeah, definitely about just following your heart at the moment. I think you're just letting like your, you know, your dreams, like doing stuff for you. I think you've been trying to put yourself back on the list. Maybe you've taken my advice. I don't know, but I just feel like we've done other readings where I've said, you know, you got to do things for you. Zach would want you to do things for you. Treat yourself kind. You know, those types of things that we all forget to do, even myself included. You know, we gotta romance ourselves sometimes, right? It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a bubble bath and a glass of wine, or I'm gonna have a bubble bath and a tea, or I'm gonna read a good book and not watch true crime tonight. Educate myself. That's not in the true crime world. But you know, that the book thing generally, I mean, I got 6 books waiting for me. They're all self-help books. And it's all the series of the series by oh god, what's his name? I always forget his name when I come on here. But it's the like I call it the I Don't Give a Fuck series. But there's the first book that talks about like unfuck your brain. The second one is unfuck your relationships. So it's like this sort of, what it's about is retraining the mind, right? And reprogramming your thoughts, because we're so conditioned by life, especially at my age. Like I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 this year in 2024. Massive change, right? It's hard to get used to getting older and accepting things differently as they used to be, and how you used to perceive and how you used to do, right? All the things change. So it's like, you know, you have to sort of condition in a new way, in a new format for yourself. And so these books are really cool, but like, yeah, they're all waiting for me. Yeah. Yes, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I have that one too. Been talking about scheduling a week's vacation this summer with my family. Also have been thinking about a retreat for myself. Good for you. Yeah, I thought there might be some flight business going on here, some travel by ear. Well, that's nice. Even if you don't travel by ear, it's just like by driving or whatever. That's great. You need to do that for yourself. Okay, let's get back to the reading. So we have, oh, okay. All right, so I think you're also going through something right now where you've been sort of disappointed, but you've held back on that. Like almost like a lack of recognition by somebody in your family or your everyday life. Somebody that hasn't rewarded you for your achievements. I feel like they're like maybe you're looking to someone that you're close to be to get like accolades from, right? And kind of disappointing in some regard. I don't know what that's about. All right. Yeah. I'll have to really clarify that more for you. But anyway, we'll go with the best part. Okay, so let's go on and see what's happening in the present, Rena. What's going on currently in your energy? And also, don't let, I feel like, okay, don't let whatever setback, like, it's not a failure. Like I said earlier to James, it's like we learn from our mistakes. We're all grown now to know that, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, which I hate that expression, but it's so, so true. And, I think Zach would want you to know, like, hey, like, you know what? You're doing great. So yeah, death card here. So I said that. You have the Scorpio energy coming in here. So there is a change. There's a rapid change coming in. A big transformation. I think your cycle's ending this year and it's happening now. You're in a transition period right now, Rena. I feel like you've let go of a lot of things that you didn't need to hang on to. And I think it's going to birth new opportunities for you. I really do. I think there's new things coming in. Okay. With letting releasing some things to make room for some more things. And I love that for you. And I know Zach would too. Okay. Because our kids always want the best for us as well. One day I looked at baby Fox and I'm like, sometimes I just think I was a terrible parent at times. He's like, what are you talking about? You're the best mom ever. Like our kids look up to us. They don't look at us in a negative way. But, as a parent, like Ellie said, somebody said in Ellie's chat, sometimes, or someone's chat, I don't know who it was, they were like, oh, I feel bad from, 20 years ago when I spanked my child because he tried to run out into the street, or, oh, I put him in a timeout and I cried for days. Like, I resonate with that because I get that, right? I have that. It's like a guilt parents carry. But our kids are always like, no, I don't even remember that. Like, don't be stupid. Like, it didn't affect me. I'm not going to need fucking therapy. Like, I'm good, mom. We as parents look more, like deeper into things than we need to because we have this bigger love for our kids than anything else in the world, right? It's like a part of us. So that connection is still there with you and Zach. And I really need to reiterate that because that's what I'm getting from you. It's like he's saying, like, Mom, I love you. You're a great mom. You're a great person. You're a great friend. You're a great wife. You're a great all the things. And, don't doubt yourself. Okay, because you have the strength card here in the reverse. Okay, so you feel like there's a little bit of self-doubt going on and still some vulnerabilities you're working through, which is fine. You're going to have some insecurities and low confidence about things. But I think that, you're changing, you're moving away from that. So I love that you're doing the work. I love that you've put in the work all last year. It's a real struggle. And, like I said in one of my other readings, you don't have to like let go of people and memories. You just have to um make room for the best parts of that instead of dwelling on the negative, right? And you're doing that, and I think that's amazing. So yeah, so then we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, you're still a little strong-willed and a little defensive because you're like all of us, stubborn as hell, and super protective, and so are we. And you fight for what you think is right, and that's good. You don't ever change. So you're being reminded that just be you. Don't change yourself to fit a narrative, right? And you don't, and that's wonderful. Um, so I think that still plays into your mothering. I don't know why I'm saying that because even though I know you always ask for Zach to come in, I try to stay objective, like it's just your reading, and let other things happen if it happened. But I really feel that this is, something else. maybe there's a maybe there's a conversation that's coming in that you might gonna have like you're gonna be defensive about. I'm not sure. Or maybe you're not going to feel real strong about the change and you're defensive about your old ways. I'm not sure what this actually means. Maybe you'll better understand it than me. Maybe I'm just supposed to say what they are at this point. But just keep following your gut. They can never steer you wrong. Okay, Rena? Yeah, happy employment. So in life, we work hard at lots of things, and that's employment. We're paid by love, we're paid by, spiritual awakenings, we're rewarded by gifts of, energy, which is positive, good vibrations for putting out good vibrations of positivity, right? So whatever it is that you're doing, it's happy. You're in a happy zone. You're transitioning into a happier life at home, a happier life in the workplace, if you work, all your skills and crafts and your accomplishments. I feel like you're looking at your skill development over the years, and maybe there's something that's coming out. Maybe there's something new coming in for you, Rena, that's going to maybe, I'm not sure, give you some ambition about something new, something to do with maybe a job or a hobby or something creative that you're working hard at accomplishing in the back seat of life. Maybe there's something in the back. I want to say back chat because I'm not used to YouTube, but you know what I mean? Like, how sometimes we do things in life, but like behind closed doors, we, sometimes are working secretly on like writing a book, or we don't tell anybody because we don't want to, feel defeated by it or until it's done, that type of thing. Like I never told anybody I quit smoking until I did, because I didn't want anybody to come back and like, oh, it's you said you're gonna quit smoking, you're still smoking. Like I wanted to be sure I was done before I was like, yeah, I quit. Like, yeah, so what? You know what I mean? I feel like that same energy for you. So that's kind of what I'm getting. It's a lot of Virgo energy, right? And then you have again the Wheel of Fortune, but for you, it's in the upright. Haha, I like it. So out of all of us, Rena, you have a new cycle coming in. It's a turning point. So this is a lucky moment for you. It's a decisive time. I think that you're now entering into a new path, a new cycle. I got the goosebumps. And I imagine that if Zach was here, he'd be jumping up and down and like punching the sky and being like, yeah, mom, like get it. That kind of energy. I like this. It's very good. It's very good. It means that you're turning the life, you're making the adjustments, and the universe is paying off. That's what's coming in for you. Okay. Something you're destined to accomplish is coming into fruition. Ooh, I got goosebumps. I don't know if it's why I said book writing. I'm not going to dwell on that. You could tell me in chat if that means anything to you, but I don't know. I feel like you're very good with a pen. Like, I see you writing. If you're not, you might start. I don't know. Maybe you have to tell your story. Maybe you have to tell Zach's story. Maybe your book's going to change lives. I don't know. I just got goosebumps all up and down my body. Oh my gosh. Woo, Lord. They're back. It's back. Rena brought the goosies back. All right, let's see what's going in. I do that all the time with my children, even more with Zach. I miss the opportunity to show him more and more how much I love him and try my best, of course. And he knows that. So good for you, my girl. Hey, Wolfie. Ow. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Yeah, he's here because I get goosebumps all through me. So there's something secretly you're working on, Rena, that's going to pay off. So keep doing that, whatever that is. You don't have to spout it in the public air right now. Just keep it to yourself and keep doing it. That's a confirmation and validation that you're on the right track, okay? Woo, girl, whatever it is, it's going to be good. I just know it. You're destined to do whatever this thing is. This is your destiny. I know it sucks when people say all things happen for a reason. Death, there's no logic for that. Children dying, there's no logic for that. Bad things that happen to good people, there's no logic to that. Bad things that happen to bad people, there's no logic to that. But sometimes after the fact, in hindsight 2020, we can learn from those things and share in the education towards others to learn how to better cope, better understand, better navigate, and Just saying. I don't know why, but I had to grab that card. So be careful of lack of discipline, okay? Keep discipline with whatever you're doing, okay? So, you know, when things get tough, don't think of it as a failure. Just keep going because you're strong-willed. You're going to do it anyways, no matter what anybody says to you, until you feel like it's done. And when it's right, it's right. Okay, so that's another validation to you. So the Emperor, oh, excuse me, in reverse is Aries energy. Okay, it means you're sort of you're just be careful you're not too in your ego about things. And when you're not in your ego, don't let it, you know, don't let the lack of, I guess, you know, when you're like, okay, put it this way. You can be too strict with things. Like when I went in keto and I went in keto and I started to lose the weight and it was coming off me, like I wouldn't even like cheat with a spoon of sugar in my tea. Like I wouldn't cheat with a cough drop or a piece of gum, gum. But like it was so disciplined. Like you couldn't break me even for a glass of wine. Like there was no budging me. And I feel that for you. I feel this for you. Whatever's coming in, that's the energy I'm getting. Okay. Very strong-willed, very like, no, like I'm not going to budge. You know, this, I'm fighting for this. This is what I think is right for me, how I thought it was right for me and my health at the time. You know, it turns out that, you know, I was a little over disciplined because I lost a little bit too much weight. And then I went to put it back on and I just kept going. I didn't have to discipline to go back. So with me, it's always trying to find a happy medium between like being super disciplined and balanced so that I can enjoy those meals and be disciplined again. Or it's either nothing or everything. You know, it's like either binging a pizza or not eating pizza for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of, so I feel like you're trying to find I'm trying to find that energy for me. I don't see that for you, but I do see like just be careful of getting into that energy. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes any sense, but just be careful that that's the potential energy you could swing into. Yeah. All right, what's the last card Arena's reading for this? And I know you have a lot of people with your Facebook groups and all of that stuff. This is not what I'm talking about. This is something more. Yes, Ace of Swords, abundance and communication, new opportunities, new beginnings of a new, okay, so the beginning of a conflict, okay? But again, like I said, that conflict is going to be within you. So it's clarity though, like you have made, you're going to make the sound decision, okay? You're going to have the breakthrough in a communication sense, either with yourself or with the person that you're working with or the idea of what you want to come into fruition, okay, that you're working with as a new opportunity. You're going to grab a hold of it and you're going to work hard at it. It's your destiny. But again, be careful of the conflict of yourself. Like I said before, that swinging into that energy, that's the reminder of like, don't bite too hard on it. You know what I mean? Like just nibble, because when you nibble, it's balanced, right? It's like portion, like, you know, small portions in meals, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm. So, okay, let's look at the overall energy for the reading. We've got the 8-page, oh, King of Pentacles. Okay. 4 Swords, the Tower in reverse. Yes, Queen, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. So King of Pentacles talks about abundance and wealth, you know, increasing your finances, putting your ducks in a row, you know, really investing in a solid investment, putting your money in savings, making sure you don't overspend, you know, managing your checkbook, all the things, being disciplined, you know, being reliable, being dependable, making shit happen. That's what you do with everything. So it doesn't surprise me that that is to do with your physical life as well. Okay, your finances, your material world, getting organized, right? And again with this reminder of like abundance and wealth, you know, being grounded. The king is about having made all the right choices. Now you're just sitting back and reaping your rewards, right? Again, with this idea of like, I planted all my garden and now I'm just going to watch it grow. And I'm going to watch it grow in the sense of I'm holding on to it in both hands, right? But I can put that down to use my hand if I need to. That energy, right? That's what I'm getting at. It also talks about sensuality. So I see a lot of sensual. Okay. I'm not going to put it out there, but I'm just going to say still might get your groove back. Still might get a groove back in the sense that, you might have this sensual flowering happening again in your life, which is unexpected and you're not going to see it coming. Okay. Just telling you. Saying it like I see it. All right, so then we have the Four Swords, which talks about rest and relaxation. So continue to do that. Okay, continue to take time out. Like you said earlier, working on being peaceful, working on your balance, finding your sanctuary. Go to the little vacation, take your little spa days, do all the things you need to do. Okay, to get to recharge your batteries. And then we have the Tower. So you delayed a catastrophe in your life. Okay, you saw something coming, you got ahead of it, just like I did. But it's still a change. It's still like something is still coming, but it's not crashing all around you. You kind of see it. So it's like you know how to better manage it. You know how to better not articulate it, but like hold it and not resist the change, right? So I feel like you resist the change before. Now you're not resisting the change. You've averted a massive, like, oh, well, okay, universe says I'm going to do this to you anyways and knock you off your ass. And then you have to find your way. But no, this is like, okay, I'm going to get ahead of this. I'm going to work out it and work out it and work out it and work out until you've turned it with the fortune around in your direction. Okay. And now it's about, okay, well, I avoided that big catastrophe, that fear of pain, all the things you've gone through that you're working through it. The universe understands, ooh, okay. But you still kind of have to go through the motions because it's still meant to happen. The change and transformation still has to occur, but it doesn't have to occur negatively, okay? I feel like it's going to occur positively because you've seen it coming and you got ahead of it, right? Just like me, I could have said, oh, well, I'm just going to ignore all these things and go on with my life and have a nervous breakdown. Not that that's where I was going, but just as an example, I mean, that could have, be anybody's situation. But for me, it was more like, okay, well, I feel, these things need to be talked about. I think I need to go see a therapy. I think it's time. I got to get ahead of this before it gets ahead of me. Been here before. I kind of understand what's coming now so I can get ahead of it. That's what kind of I did, right? And as a result, it's working out, but at the same time, I'm still trying to find my way through it and navigate, and sometimes there's harsh waters and sometimes the shallow water, is just to your ankle and sometimes it's to your hip. Like it just depends on how you look at the situation and how you navigate through it. And I feel like that's not a challenge for you, but that's kind of what is validating this whole situation and this reading, right? All these wonderful things coming in for you is because you're able to navigate through the Tower moment, right? And that's so important because I don't know if you remember this, but it's just come to my memory that a few readings back, I think it maybe would have been October. It was the last one I did on the live, and I think I said there was a Tower moment coming in, but you would get ahead of it. I might be wrong. It could be somebody else's. I'm not sure, but I do think it might be you. All right, so let's move on. So happy employment, mastering your craft, working hard at your skill set, taking the rest out when you need it. Okay, balancing that your financial grip in a sense that's loose, not so hot, not so tight, so that you don't end up over here with being too controlling or whatever, right? And having a lack of discipline for other things. So we got that down. Now the last one is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is always my card. It's almost like Sagittarian energy. It's about someone who nurtures, who's empathetic, who's empathic, who's kind, who's always there for your friends and family, always putting them first. I'm pretty sure you've got the Queen of Wands before. Like, okay. So, and that's what this card represents. Now, it's in the reverse. So what that tells me as a clarifier behind the overall energy is to remind you that, we can all get hot-tempered. It's okay to be selfish, right? Because sometimes you need to be selfish for you, right? Sometimes it's okay to be jealous of somebody else. It just makes you be more competitive with yourself. Like I used to have a friend, I didn't envy her because there's a difference between green envy and jealousy, right? And envy is like, it turns you to sour taste in your mouth. Jealousy is more like, ooh, okay, girl, I got you. I like your hair. I'm going to do one up. I'm going to do one up so I feel good about me because I love that hairstyle. And you're rocking it, but I think I can do it my way, That's what I see. And it's like, it's not like a jealousy in the sense of like, oh, I want what you have, I'm jealous of you. It's more like, it's more of a competitive thing. Like, you know, you have a sister or girlfriend around you who like, you know, drives you to like buy that shirt that you don't normally would buy, but it's like, ooh, you know, she bought a new shirt and, you know, it looks good on her. Maybe I should do something like that for myself. It kind of just pushes you, it gives you a little bit of a push. It's a healthy thing, right? It's a healthy competitiveness. So again, but don't allow that to create insecurities for yourself, right? Like, don't get in your head about things too much, because then what happens is then you get kind of vengeful with yourself. Like, if you're anything like me, I'm my most worst critic. I'm so self-critical. I'm highly critical. I'm highly this, highly that on myself. I don't expect this from any other person in the world but me. Okay. And I can be demanding on myself, you know, I could be, well, okay, well, since I didn't do this that week, I'm not going to do this for myself this week. Like, no, I had to get out of that mentality. And I think that's what this is, you know. But it's good to be, it's a reminder to be selfish a little bit, because selfishness does not mean, you know, it's like ego. Ego's not always ego's not a bad thing. If you don't have ego, you don't have that voice in your head saying, don't do that thing. It's not good for you. We've done this thing before. You know, it's like your id, your ego, and what's the other one? The three things, psychology, a long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah, the Fool card's right underneath that. So it's good to be, you know, I guess the term is, don't let anybody walk over you. Keep to yourself. Be who you are. Continue to do the right things that you're doing for yourself. You know what they are. They seem to be working. Okay. There's change coming in. You're ready for it. I think that you're not as naive or careless as you used to be with it. I think you're taking it head on. You know it's bound. It's time to happen. You've been given the signs. I know Zach communicates with you. He leaves you little messages. I know you see them. So this is nothing new. This is just a validation to you. Okay. There's this entanglement and a shared understanding. And there's also, okay, I'm going to read it. It just, I did this thing while I was talking. I do that sometimes, and it came out, and it said, self-love, making bad choices, disharmony, danger of a broken marriage, trust issues, conflict. Okay, that's the Lovers in reverse. Sometimes in a romantic reading, that'll be like, okay, they're getting a divorce, or they're splitting up, or they're breaking up, or there's something bad going on, they got to fix, or something coming in between them, or something's taken over their job, or whatever the case, it's conflict, right? In this situation, it's more like, again, reiterating back to sense of self. Because I feel like when I do these readings for you, Rena, it's more of a self-empowerment tool for you to move forward with your life. I know it sounds pretty obvious, but that's always what I get when I do your readings. It's almost like Zach or the universe or God or Christ consciousness wants you to know, like, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep doing the things, you're a good person, and stop being so hard on yourself. There, I said it. Enough ranting. Yeah, that's it, Kathy 4. Hey, Kathy 4. How are you? Is Sparkles in here? Hi, Sparkles. Nice to see you. Aw. Anyways, I hope that helps, Rena. If you want me to clarify anything else privately, just message me privately or whatever. If not, then that's cool. Hey. Zach wants his mama to know he is proud of her. Of course. She knows that. She's just extra hard on herself, like some of us moms are. We always are such a hard critic, and it's just it tests us, right? And sometimes it gets the best of us, and I think that's like a big hurdle to overcome at times, right? Let go of that fear of doing the wrong things. I swear I've become an empath big time after losing my son. I would agree with that. Big reason I can't watch true crime anymore. 100% understand. She goes, I feel pain so hard for these parents that lose children. Oh, I you know what? I get it. I do. Like, I can't watch the news because I will cry. I will legit cry. I cry over the situation with Israel and Palestine. I cry with the conflict of social class. I cry with the conflict of race war. I cry with the conflict of, it's just it's heavy on my heart, and I'm like, why God? Like, why is the world in the state that it's in? And I have to be reminded it's because things have to end before they begin, right? Bad things have to happen for good things to start again in a new direction, in a positive way, when it comes to the cycles of the world, right? And so for me, it's more like a global, so I get it, right? I get it. But to lose a child, it's, I can't imagine. I understand what it feels like to lose a parent. I've lost both of my parents, right? I've lost all my grandparents except for one. I have one living aunt on my mom's side, and I have like a bunch on my dad's side, but we're close, but we're not like in each other's proximity. They live in like, like 6-7 hours away. So, and my cousins are spread around, but at the end of the day, I know that they're there. It's different when you lose a child, and I can never, ever put myself, ever understand, truly, truly understand. I can weep, I can cry, I can feel all the things, because I'm like, my God, I totally could understand what this goes, what happens, how this would feel. Because if I think about losing my own child, and that's how I would absolutely feel, but no, it would be 100 times worse. Like, people don't get it, right? And so, I mean, those of us that, support each other, understand each other, and we're there for one another, because that's, how we roll. But I don't know. I get upset when people that haven't gone through something, or can't put themselves in other person's shoes, or follow someone's blind narrative. It just irritates me, especially the true crime community. So there's a lot of things that, could be hard. But the loss of a child, I don't think, if I lost baby Fox, there's no way I could be in true crime either. So girl, I get it. I get it. I truly do. All right, let's see. Oh, Kathy says, me too. All the green hearts for Rena. I can't type right now because I have the nails on and my wrist, and it's over there. And it's hard to, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it because it's Rena. I'm doing it. I don't even know if I can get in here. Let's try. Let's try. Okay, so I have to go on the YouTube side. Where am I? Just a second, guys. Hey. This is proof I don't follow my phone. Okay. There we go. Here's the green hearts, my girl. Here's the green hearts for you. There. Boom. Okay. Oh, put that. All right, love you, Rena. Thanks for hanging in and listening to my rant and rave. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I haven't been doing oracle cards to close off the readings, you guys, today, so sorry for that. But if you would like an oracle card reading, I can pull one for you. Zach's favorite color is green. I know, sweetheart. That's so sweet. How did my coffee get cold? Let's do a dream oracle card for you, honey. Let's tie up the reading for you. Let's tie it. You got the alien. And it says, accept that you are an unrepeatable, spectacular phenomena. Isn't that awesome? That is Rena, 100%. And look at all the green in there. Greens and blues, baby. I feel like that was from Zach. And then the universe says, Mountain Hill, reach your goals. So, again, you're destined to do something great. I really do feel that. I've told you that before, Rena. Okay. Now, we've got Iffy Angel and Kelly P. If you guys are still in the chat, Tess, how are you? Hi, darling. It says, hey, my beautiful. Oh, that's okay. I wasn't even gonna go live. I just Oh, I love you too, darling. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna go live yesterday, and I was gonna go live Sunday, and I was gonna go live, and it just didn't happen. I just still was trying to get, you know, everything happening, but I thought, you know what, I'm going on Allie's on Wednesday, so I want to go in here and just kind of get comfortable again, and because I missed all of you as well, and just to hang out as well. So, and then yeah, so don't worry, I'll be probably back to my regular schedule next Saturday. Okay, so she's done. All right, so we have Iffy Angel and Kelly P. Oh, Yvonne. Oh, honey. Look, I'm choking myself. This is the exact prime example of how hard we are on each other. No on ourselves, Ow. This is the shit I'm dealing with. This fucking clumsiness, marble mouth. Anyway. Hey Shay, can I get a daily card pull? Nothing long and only if you have time. Of course. Of course, Shay. But you know me, I can't just pull one card, girl. So if you do you want to hang out for like another half an hour to an hour? If not, I can do a quick pull now. And then do iffies because I want to do their full reading. Listening while I make lunch for the family. Oh, Tess. Oh, thanks, Tess. I do feel more like myself. I mean, I'm getting there. I'm not 100%. Like, clearly I'm still pretty dopey, but I'll get there. Like, it just has to regulate more. But I'm telling you, if I'd shown up last weekend, I would have been like, just not good luck. Not a good luck. But yeah, I did miss you guys. Hmm. Shay says, sure, I'll be here and can wait. Okay. So if we were going to, if you said, yeah, okay, girl. So do you just want a general, or would you have anything specific? Oh God, I gotta do my bumblebees and ABCs before Ollie's tomorrow night, guys. Or I don't want to make a fool of myself on her live and ruin her live. I have to get my articulate selfie. I have to get my articulate fox self together. I'll speak British if I have to, darling, to speak proper. I have to get the proper articulation. Yeah, I'm asking Iffy. Yeah, Muppy. I'm going on Allie's tomorrow night. Yep. We're gonna do the convo, remember? For the God help me. For true crime psychics and stuff. Like just, I think she has it posted. I'm looking forward to the live with you. I know, it's gonna be so much fun. General reading? Okay, hon. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about psychics, and Wolfie, we're gonna be doing you probably already know this, but yeah, we're gonna talk about like the significance of psychics in the YouTube true crime community, and what do those boundaries look like? Should people be doing specific things on and if they are helping the families, like what's the harm? And should the families be asking? Should we be doing on our own fruition? All the things that go with that, I guess. Oh, I know, Wolfie. I've been disconnected too for a long time, trying to get my shit together for sure. Oh, thanks, Shay Benet. So she put the link in chat But yeah, it's on her channel. You'll get a notification for sure. Like it'll be in the thing. Most likely on our community page as well. But yeah, it'll be really, really fun. And then I think we're gonna pull up like a couple of clips of and then kind of like go through them and just talk about it and say like how I feel and how she feels and then then we'll have chat, obviously participate and I think it's gonna be great. I just don't want marble mouth tomorrow. So pray for me. Pray for me. Okay. Iffy Angel, we're gonna go. I'm gonna do a you know what? I'm gonna do Golden Tarot. I've been waiting for somebody and I feel like it's you now. Okay. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna stop chit chatting now. I'm gonna bang through these for you so you guys can get back to your day. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry. It's almost 3 o'clock. That's good. Well, my time. We're gonna eat soon. What do I want? Well, my oven's out of commission since I had my fire on Boxing Day. So I have to continue scraping off the plastic from the racks that holds items in the oven. So I might have like maybe French fries and fried eggs or something. I love that. Greasy eggs with fried French fries or homemade potatoes or whatever with olive oil, or not olive oil, but avocado oil. Oh my god, it's so good, you guys. Oh, Sparkles. I'll catch you. I'll find folks on the time. So you know what? I forgot that you were a new sub because I'm used to seeing you around. I usually do, you guys. So listen. Oh, I feel bad. Okay. Do you have Discord, Sparkles? Do you use Discord? Oh, well, that's okay. We'll see you next time, Sparkles. I'll make sure to put you first on the list next time. Now that I'm, back in the swing of things, and we'll do you for sure next time I'm live, okay? I mean, if you want to pop back later and see if I'm still on here, then I'll probably do yours. But if not, we'll see you next time, okay, honey? Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you. You didn't catch me on my best day, girl. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, stay warm. It's cold out there. I know, Wolfie. I know, B Crumbs. She got me all trust in the Discord, but she's managing it, so I trust B Crumbs will keep all the, no offense, wolves out. We'll let one wolf in with the good Wolfie. Just kidding. You working and twerking with me? She says. Working and twerking. All the things. Oh, yeah. YouTube, a lot of things sucks out there right now, but some stuff's really entertaining. But other stuff, not so much. Who was I talking to? I said somebody somewhere that there's going to be a breakthrough of the Summer Wells case this year. And I mean, I don't know. See, again, I don't want to speak on it because I have such a hard time. See, we'll talk about that tomorrow night, guys. So definitely tune in. Okay, Iffy, let's figure out what's going on here with you. Going into the new year and over the next couple of weeks. All right, Iffy. Ooh, that was fast. Ooh. So this is going to be your year. I've got the 8 here with the strength card in the upright position. And I feel like you've been really working on your inner strength and trusting yourself. And I feel like 2024 being the number 8 year, this might be your year for some things coming in. I really think so. I see some things coming in for the horizon. Now, the strength card is about knowing the lion exists, knowing that a lion is a fierce animal, putting your hand in the lion's mouth and hoping that it doesn't bite you. Actually trusting that it doesn't bite you. So I feel like you're really, really trusting yourself and the network of things around you, but knowing the difference of who to trust and who not to trust. Okay. And I feel like you're coming out of that and starting the new year with that sort of mentality, which is wonderful because, you know, it takes a while to get there sometimes. So yeah, we have the 5 of Cups. You two are dealing with grief, coming out of that, walking, really, you know, coming out of a sorrowful time. I feel like you're still, you know, either coming out of the grief process or still feeling that sorrow, but like knowing that you just have to trust that the universe is going to bring you to a good place and that eventually it will sort itself out. You have the Page of Swords here too in the past energy, which talks about a message coming in, like communication, like I said earlier, a messenger of conversation. Excuse me. And it's an intellectual conversation, like either it's tricky with the pages because it could be a messenger coming in or it could be a message of. So in this context, it's hard to say right now, but we'll see what else the cards have to say. But yeah, I feel like you've come out of a really sorrowful time, but I know that you understand to trust again, if that makes sense. And it might not be, although I think it is, a death of a loved one or somebody close to you. It could also be the death of a relationship or friendship or something too. Okay, these all flew out, so I'm going to take them. Yeah, you have the Nine of Cups here in the reverse. So there's something that you are like, I'm good. I don't need any more options. I don't need any more choices. I'm not paying attention to what the universe is offering me, but I'm good just where I'm at. You know, I don't need any more temptations. I don't need any more, you know, offers of love or emotions. Like I have all the things I need right now, you know, all that I can deal with, all that I can carry, all that I can kind of make sense of at the moment. So I'm just going to wait this out. Does that make sense? You have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So I think you're taking a kind of a break from working super hard right now and just concentrating on your emotions and how that's feeling, because sometimes we need to take a break from certain things in life. Like maybe you're a workaholic and you're like, okay, I'm just going to slow down a little bit. You know, I'm just going to slow down a little bit, take some time out for me. Again, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, definitely in the upright. Okay, so let me retract that because you have the 8 and the 7 in reverse. So usually when I see that, it means this, but in this case, it doesn't. So in the 7 of Pentacles in reverse here, you're not taking a rest. So currently, you're not taking a rest, but maybe you're thinking that you need to. Does that make sense? I feel like you're trying to work out. You're trying to work out what does that look like? How does that work? How do you make it happen? You know, all the things that make sense as to making this happen. I feel like you don't have an ability to make it happen, so you're trying to figure out how to make it happen. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not, but that's what I'm getting. It's like you're trying to make plans to take time out, to do things for you, to take a rest, you know, to take that moment to just breathe. But right now, I feel like you're like, okay, well, how can I do that if I have to do all these things? I just don't have time. It's not enough time in the day. So maybe you're working towards, you know, kind of stop taking stuff on and just making room for something, you know, which is of time for you. Yeah, you have the High Priestess in the reverse coming in. I feel like there's something going on where you're not following your intuition fully here. Okay, I want to see what that looks like more so when we go forward. The Fool card. Okay, so you're definitely not watching where you're going coming into the next year, but you're not exactly... Okay, let me put it this way. You still have this ability to stay kind of carefree and fun, and the Fool card is a 0 card, which is about new beginnings and having faith. Okay, because you don't have to look where you're where you're walking, right? Like you kind of like leave it up to the universe. So why then is your High Priestess in reverse? Why is your intuition backwards here? Is it because you're afraid to walk this path? Is it because you're afraid to have faith in something? Is it because you're afraid that you're going to walk off the cliff that you're just getting super close to? You're like, oh, hell no, I got to see where I'm going. I can't put faith in that. I have to see where I'm going. And maybe that plays into the Eight of Pentacles working super hard, not taking a break, because I feel like this doesn't make any sense because this screams I took a break. And then you stopped taking a break. Oh my God, this makes no sense. I feel like, okay, I'm not going to go back on what I said because I do still stand by that. So I feel like you did you're still trying to figure out how to make it work because something happened where you tried to just sort of step away from being a workaholic and look at all the things that you've accomplished, maybe. But now you're kind of going back into that again, which is why you're not following your gut about having trust in things, because you are a workaholic, which means you are a little bit of a control thing happening here. I see. Okay, I get it now. It's a control thing. Ooh, girl, the devil in reverse. You're letting it go, though. You're going to deal with this. You're not letting anything hold you back. Even though you have fears of trusting your gut, you're not letting the physical world hold you back from moving towards that. So this is not a mental wall. This is not a physical wall. This is an emotional wall. Okay, I get it. I just got chills all through me. Yeah, that devil in reverse. This is a Capricorn energy, and this talks about like not being restricted, not having, something having a hold on you. Like, how addictions have a hold on you. You don't have control over them. Or how somebody in your life might be controlling you. That there's nothing physically in the world that's holding you back. This is a mental thing. This is an emotional thing. And it's less mental than it is emotional, for sure. Because there's a lot of cups here. But you have but you trust with the strength card. See how this makes no sense? I think what happened was you had faith, you had strength, something happened that rocked your existence, and now you're trying to come out of that, trying to let the grieving go and get back into life and work hard to distract from following into knowing your gut says you got to deal with these feelings, but you're not doing that because you're stuck. Hangman. Because you're stuck. And you're nostalgic with the Six of Cups. Yeah. There's something here that you can't let go of, my dear, that's holding you back from moving forward, although you're still moving forward. So even though you're stuck, you're stuck in those feelings and those emotions, okay? You're not trapped. You can free yourself from being the hanged man, right? Like in the other deck, you can flip yourself over. It's like an acrobatic move, right? Like only one foot's hanging there. Like, do you know what I'm saying? You can easily find a way out of the situation at any given time. But I feel like you're comfortable there. I feel like it's a place that resonates with you because it's all you've known for a while. And it scares you to leap out of that comfort zone. Okay? Take a leap of faith. It scares you. Which is why you're not following your intuition about things, because you're scared that if you take a leap of faith and follow your gut, this is going to become this. Your addictions might come back into play. The physical world might have a mental hold on you again, and that's your biggest fear here. Okay, but you are nostalgic. So that could be playing a big part in that as well. All right, so follow your feelings then, if that's the case, because if you're afraid of relapsing, now I don't know what your situation or story is, but I know a lot of us in here have had all types of addictions in the past that we've worked through or we're continuing to work through. Okay. And, you might not be any different now. If you are, then that's fine. And it might be something else that was holding you back, that you're afraid. I mean, listen, food is an addiction. Okay. I stress eat. When I'm freaking out, I will stress eat. Okay, the only time I stop eating and actually lose weight is when somebody dies. Like, I can't cope with grief. That's my biggest thing. That's what I've been, kind of going to therapy for, was my own sorrow and grief counseling. So, girl, I get it if that's the case with you. Okay, which I feel like it is. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you just threw yourself in your work and you're still doing it right now. You have to take a step back. You can look at the rewards. You don't need achievement or accolades. You don't have to step back to see the work you've done because you're good at what you do, but you're not paying attention to your emotions. You're like, nope, not having it. You're trying to, okay, because it's in the reverse. But how can you do that if you are constantly, working hard? So I feel like you're trying to come out of that. Okay, you're planning to come out of that, but you have your fears, and that's completely acceptable. And I don't know how wrong I am. I'll check on the chat in a minute. But we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's a halt on movement here. There's no communication going on here. Okay, it's non-actionable. You cut something off here. Some type of conversation. There's no swords in here except for the Page of Swords, which came in, but I don't think this is still not happening. Whatever this conversation is, you're just not having it just yet. And my Knights, I think it might have even made you a little cynical too, and a little judgmental about that conversation. Whatever that conversation was, it's done something to you that's, sort of stopped you in your tracks. Yeah, look at 9 of Swords, 2 of Swords. Girl, you are indecisive as hell right now. That's what's going on. Oh, I get chills. That's confirmation. Plus, right underneath that is the 7 of Cups. Okay? So, this is what's going on here. Anxiety, keeping you up at night, fears, worries, maybe even nightmares, if you're anything like me. And then you have to make a decision. 2 of Swords. Again, communicative cards, right? Then there's your emotions. Here's all your options with the Cups. Okay, all the different ways this can play out. You work it over in your head, which is why you're indecisive, which is why this is happening. Okay, now I don't know how far off I am. I'm going to see soon, but that's the energy of the overall reading, which explains everything here. Again, like I said, you're trying to find a way to because it's like when you start doing something, like I said earlier with my keto example, it's like you throw yourself into your work. Like I threw myself into the discipline of things, right? I'm still trying to find a happy medium. And I think that's where you are too. Okay. And I can get stuck there in that mentality. And I think that's where you are. And you're trying to unstick yourself. But like me, if I come out of keto, I go like this. And I've done this. Okay. I've eaten everything in sight there is. I have done the pasta, I've done the bread, I've done all the potatoes, all the starches, I've got all my fill so that when I go back into keto, I can be disciplined again for another 8 months and then lose the weight. And then probably 2 years from now, the cycle will continue because that's how living with my fibromyalgia works. Like I have to not eat the things that upset my body, but then I have to eat the things to gain the weight. Like there's just this weird dance that has to happen. Plus, it's not completely keto, so it's like, even though keto calls for bell peppers and you can eat tomatoes, well, I can't eat bell peppers and tomatoes because of my fibromyalgia, you see? So there's like all these little adjustments and tweaks that we have to do. And I feel that's the same energy I'm getting for you right now, Leafy Angel, okay? Which is why you can't follow your gut. Because my gut tells me right now, like, hey, girl, like, you should not be eating that thing because it's not good for you. Just like your gut saying, I should not be overworking myself because I'm going to, I need a break. But you're not listening to yourself, just like I'm not listening to myself and I'm having those 2 pieces of pizza, right? Or 3 or 4 or 5 or... I'm laughing because it is an issue. But we're dealing with it. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, girl, I can polish up a small pizza like no one's business. All right. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these up in the deck. I'm gonna check in with chat, see if there's anything we need to clarify, which most likely there is. Because like Lena, I'm a hard, tough critic of my own self and see what needs to be figured out. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad I still got you guys. I was really scared because you know when you take medication, sometimes it messes with your system and your spiritual things. And like I remember years ago, I was on this stuff and like Clairsentient. Oh, um, and you know, and it really just it really messed with me. Like I know I look exhausted right now, but that's because I'm still regulating it, and it's I've already been on the stuff before, so I know it works for me. It's just a different dose now, so it's doing all the other things that the old medication used to do. So it's trying to figure out the dance with me. So I kind of get that same, and the reason I'm sharing that with you is because that's the feeling I'm getting with you. Okay, Iffy Angel, let me just go up and see what's going on. Yeah, I don't like I said, there's no like any of that. I like I said, it's like you're dealing with something, yeah, else. Let's see what's going on here. Go all the way back. Skate. All right. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh my goodness, is that because of the storm? Oh yeah, Rena's got her hands full with them kids, that's for sure. Okay, let's continue what's going on here in chat. All right, let's go. Tess says, but your energy looks more whole. Does that you mean me? Yeah, I think you're right. I just need to get adjusted to like the new version of me, right? That's the biggest thing. Like once the medication does what it needs to do for my central nervous system and my brain receptors and all the things that make you go, and then it's just a case of like, okay, well, what does this look like for me now, right? Like I'm not the same, but I'm not different either, I guess, right? I don't know. All right, so let's see, Iffy. Oh, so I'm sorry, Wolfie. I hope you're okay. All right, where the heck am I? Oh. Okay. All right, so it is that. Okay. I don't know, Shay, but it's hard as hell. I think it's mainly because there's so much going on in the world. And I also equate it, I was thinking about this morning. I also equate it to like, you know how we live now, like I'm sorry, but 20 years ago was a different world, right? It just legitimately was. We didn't have, you know, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, like we just didn't, right? You know, that's only like what 15, 17, like 17 years, 16, you know, generally 15 full on years of everything. So I feel like we're everything we need quick. Where can I get this shit out of the friggin' dryer quick, you know? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Quick. Like it's not quick enough. And I feel like we're the same with ourselves. It's like, well, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like you just don't give ourselves a break because everything's just coming in so much that, you know. So physically we're going to be the same, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's I think that's we can't recharge because yeah, a nonstop merry-go-round. Exactly. Oh no, spring vacation already got canceled. Pong gamer. I love it. We played Pong too. Oh, good. So I was through. Okay. Because I kept going back and forth and back and forth. And I'm like, oh. Exactly, Pepper. I think so too. I think so. I think it's working well as well. I mean, I haven't been on there really recently because of all the stuff, but I'm trying to, but I'm trying to get there. Oh, thank you, B Crowns. They are beautiful, aren't they? I like them too. They're the gold foil tarot, they're called. I know. I still don't understand how, like, I mean, Discord works, right? Like, I know that, you can have like one-on-one private rooms and nobody can bother you and whatever and stuff like that. But like, I don't know how to really work it. That like I'm not user friendly with it, I guess. Shay Benet. Music City Mom's in here. Hi, Music City Mom. Nice to see you. Nips and nachos on the menu. Good, Shay. Good girl. Good girl. I'm trying to select healthy boundaries too for the new year. And one of those might be staying on medical leave for a little bit longer until I can get this under, so that when I do go back to work, I can be fully myself. Can I get Oracle card also, Foxy? Absolutely. Okay, so we'll do an Oracle card for you. Now, what would you like? We have angel cards, animals, dreams, affirmation. Angel, like angel cards. What else we got? Let me see what jumps out for me. Let me see what I get a resonance for you. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. What the hell's that from? Price is Right. Okay. These cards were so inexpensive, but I collected quite a lot. I think I'm gonna go through them soon because I don't really use all these like all the time, because I have to. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. That's another thing. I have to. I'm changing my everything around since I had my bathroom renovated for the first week of January as well. So there was that had to happen. I had to go to Airbnb for a whole week because I couldn't. Everything was pulled out. The toilet, the sink. So from Christmas, oven fire, couldn't live at home. It's been an eventful few weeks, plus detoxing off meds, plus adding new meds, plus this thing. It's like, what? But I got this. So anyway, all this is going to, I'm going to take all these things off. I'm thinking about having another shelf. So it's not so cluttered. I'm trying to get away with this cluttered gypsy look. So you might see some changes in the next few months. So don't cry about it. I'm not getting rid of them. I just want to, because I want to do other things on my other channel. I don't need all that always in the background. And I don't have the space to move it. I tried to figure out where in my house I'd be able to do it right now. And I just don't have space that's not going to show my bed or show, my workspace. So I don't know, I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to have to continue out here because I've been talking about this other channel forever. And I really want to get that up and running. So that's another thing I have to do. But I'm hoping that once I have memberships, then that starts the process of other things. And then I can do those other things, maybe either on here or over there. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Okay, so Let's see what these angel cards say. Woo! We got two. You got opal. Looks like navy. Then you got apophyllite. So what these cards say is it says increased support, okay? Increased support. So your positivity, your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. So this crystal will help bring in more angel support. So don't be afraid to call on your angels, even if you don't have, sometimes if I don't have the crystal, I'll look it up online. It's called apophyllite. I don't know. I've never seen this word before, but anyways, it is a crystal, and you can look it up. It's spelled APOPHYLLITE. All right, just show you, and then you can snapshot a picture of it and keep it on your phone. But anyways, yeah, it just and it's always good to ask your angels for help. I just remembered to do that lately, and I'm telling you, man, the positivity of prayer is endless. Let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. Okay, so shine bright like a diamond, or in this case, like an opal. All right, that's your psychic chakra there. Okay, and your heart chakra. So your mind and your heart. So I like this. These are nice cards. These are nice gems for you as well. Good, nice crystals to just really concentrate on. So opal and apophyllite, and they're just so pretty. Look at all, like, I'm just staring at it's just so pretty, like all the colors and just the whole, it's like it's just boom. Anyway, those are your cards. Okay. So we got Kelly P, and then we're going to maybe. Yeah, Wolfie. So I have this other one. If you go into my ID, what the hell is that called? My link, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. In the coffee jar, there's the link tree. That's it. And then my other channel's on there, and I'm trying to like have people join it. So like when I do non-tarot shuffling, conversations, or go online and look fun things up like we did earlier with channeling and what the difference was that in mediumship and whatever, we can have those conversations over there as well and start something over there, because that's more like of a fringe paranormal side where we can talk about ESP, telepathy, paranormal, ghosts. We can share our stories. I mean, whatevs, right? We can do them here too, but I kind of wanted a venue. I wanted it. So originally I created it for a true crime channel. That's my truth. But I couldn't do it. I could not do it because A, I'm not that educated on things to be a true crime channel. And B, you have to be very committed to do that. And I just didn't have the capacity. So, and C, I was kind of scared. So I didn't. So I decided, okay, well, what else can I use it for? Well, I'll just create my old radio podcast from Blog Talk and do, fringe stuff. So I thought that'd be fun. And then, incorporate other things as well. So I don't even know yet, but yeah, it's there. So I'm going to try to see what works. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just bring it back here. But yeah. Oh, I forgot I have a call. Do I have a call today? I think I have a call today. Hang on a second, guys. I might not be able to. 1 second. At 3 o'clock. It's 20 minutes. Oh, I don't know, Kelly P. Do you want to? You're in Discord, right? Because if you're in, I think you're in Discord. B Crumbs, is Nelly P in Discord? Well, she would know. You can answer me, Kelly. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I'm so foxy right now. Oh, thank you, Pepper. Yeah, because I have a call I forgot about. My doctor's calling me in like 20 minutes, and I should probably take it because it's an update stuff. But I know your angel's always with you. You're so welcome, Iffy. I love you, darling. Kelly P. Okay, so you're in Discord. Yay! Okay, so how about this? Why don't I end the stream? And then B Crumbs, you set up a private room. And then Kelly, I can do yours in there. Does that sound good? And like we'll reconvene at like 4:00 my time. So like in an hour's time from 20 minutes now. So an hour, 20 minutes from now. Does that sound good, Kelly? So 4 my time. And then B Crumbs, since you're my lovely admin in there, can you give me a shout when it's like 10:02 just to remind me so I don't get caught up doing something else and then I won't forget about her, because that seems to that's happened before with people I've set up times to do stuff with, and then it's through email and I just don't have notifications set. So anyway, that'd be great just for today because my mind is sort of okay. Cool, yay! Yeah, well, no, Wolfie, not 4:00 your time. I'm not going to come back online today. But I'm going to my time hook up with Kelly. So now we're in 20 minutes from now, your time, Kelly P. But that's going to end our broadcast for the day. And thank you for coming by, everybody. I appreciate and love you. And, as always, we all try to be good humans. I encourage that behavior still, myself included. And and thanks for Nadine and B Crumbs and all you guys, wonderful people who have come in and subbed and who mod and are subbed and just hang out and just hang out with me. And I love you all. So have a blessed day. Love and light to you. Until next time, thank you so much for being here. And thanks for waking up on my timeline, guys. Because I've been on another one for a while. Bye. Okay, and stream.